Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Gary County Sports Complex for today's Senior Day and 45th District baseball competition here between the Bull County Rebels visiting the Gary County Golden Lions, as we're going to play two today, as yesterday was supposed to be a Bull County, was rained out. And so tonight is going to be senior night, as both teams are 4 games into the district tournament, as they're just a few weeks away. We've got Jeff Jacobs, Caleb Gresham, Scott Boland here to bring you all the action, and we've got a special guest sitting in with us with Mr. Kyle Bottoms.
Hey, it's kind of like deja vu, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's great. You know, he has sat up here with us in basketball many times and talked basketball things, but he's a baseball guy. Right? Aren't you? You
For sure.
You're a baseball guy.
Yeah, played, coached.
Yeah, you've done all the baseball stuff. Now, a lot of people really around here, especially in Gary County, know you as a basketball guy just because it's been the most recent. But
Correct.
But going way back, you are a baseball guy, and so graduated in Bull County in
2008.
Golly, you're
a
lot younger than I am. So you back up a little bit.
And even let's back up even more. It's the goat's son.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
So I did some research today. What do you call when a goat has a baby and it's a male? What do you call that?
The assigned secretary. I don't know.
A kid.
A kid.
And then when he gets older, what do you call it?
I don't know.
A buckling.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
See, I'm telling you,
so
man.
You're right on top of it.
Yeah, see,
this is educational. If nothing else, we want to make sure, folks, that you know what's going on.
I mean,
here.
doesn't that sound good, buckling? Like Kyle's a buckling.
Well, I tell you, man, you've already passed me up. You're way past my raising. But, no, today is senior day here at Gary County Sports Complex. Gary County will be honoring their senior class as they come through in just a minute. I believe there's 4 of them, as we'll have is that 4, right, Bernie? So we're going to have 4 seniors. So we'll be recognizing our 4 seniors as they come. They're setting up still a little bit on the field. And, again, a beautiful day for baseball, as this is just a picture perfect. As you would call it in golf, this is the mayor's office. If you hit you a good one out there, this is the mayor's office. As it is a beautiful day to watch baseball and a great day to honor our seniors. So we'll turn it over to the voice of the Gary County Golden Lions and Mr. Bernie Burnside.
Bob Allen is Danville's deal maker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Bob Allen is a proud supporter of Garrett County athletics.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Students, get ready now. The Garrett County Area Technology Center nursing program engages students and offers an accelerated path to a nursing career. Fast track to a great future by gaining hands-on experience and training. Ready? Why wait? Make tomorrow today at the Garrett County Area Technology Center.
Safe, secure, Docubit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document and digital destruction by the area's premier data protection service. Call Docubit.
Hey, I'm Micah Wade. I'm a lender at First Southern National Bank in Lancaster. I'm excited to serve the Garrett County community. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. Go Lions.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
Buy local, eat well at Marksberry Farm.
We're growing and we need you. Great people.
Great job.
Come be part of our exciting future.
Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Farmers National Bank, we understand the unique needs of our community, whether personal banking, business banking, or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Danville Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors Be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
The Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, where business meets community. Business and community members alike can get involved, stay informed, and take advantage of helpful insights. Supporting local means a healthier community. Sound good? Then the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce is for you.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. You'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Like a good neighbor, Katie Farthing and her State Farm team are there, protecting your home, car, life, and business.
Actually, we're pretty good at it.
Now's the perfect time to call and make sure you're getting the coverage and price you deserve at Katie Farthing State Farm.
But here's your Pastor Wendell statement. Your prayer life is a transcript of your prophetic future. What you're praying today is written down on what you will see tomorrow. Don't stop praying. Amen.
Lee's Famous Recipe, proud sponsor of the Player of the Game.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Welcome back, folks, as we're just finishing our Senior Day festivities here at Garrett Sports Complex as they are honoring our 4 seniors. You look out there, we have Logan Quinn, Braden Pointer, Jaden Noe, and Caleb Mead, and we're thankful for those young men. As
and 4 great young men, Scott.
4 great young men. They've been a part of a lot of wins.
Oh my goodness!
Some big time baseball. As they've got some. Looks like they have some custom bats that are out there. And Kyle, you weren't a wood bat guy, right? Back in the day,
I was not.
Easton. Were we an Easton guy?
Yeah, I was more of a Rollins guy.
More of a Rollins. Yeah. See, I was an Easton guy. You got to get to the Easton, like the 20. What was it? I was a 29-inch, about maybe 28 ounce, something like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was more of a. I'm just going to shock you. I wasn't much of a power hitter.
It's because you swing a light bat.
So
there,
I was more of like I was precision, right?
Is that what it called?
I batted third in the lineup, so I had to be more precise. Coach wasn't exactly needing me to knock one over in Crab Orchard Road by any means. But no, it's great to see these young men up here, and we're thankful for them and for their families. And Kyle, through coaching and through refereeing and all the stuff, it's much more than just watching the players roll out on the field through the coaching. It is definitely a village when you're trying to gather everybody for a baseball season.
No doubt. And the next thing I was going to say is, I've had the unique opportunity the last 3 years to umpire as well.
Oh, yeah.
So have been behind the plate or on the field with these kids. And, the one thing I can always say as an official, as a former coach and player, they're very well-mannered kids.
Yeah.
They're easy to talk to. You could crack some jokes with them. So that's a testament to their parents, their families, the coaching staffs, and how they act and behave on the field. And, 4 great kids, and they've had a lot of success here in their 4 years.
Well, we're excited to get today's baseball action going on. The Garrett County Golden Lions are welcoming in the Bull County Rebels again. Bull County comes into tonight's action 14-7 on the year, 7-1 in the region, 4-0 in district under the direction of head coach Adam Blair. I actually did some research today. You'd be proud of me. I'm not one. I don't want to.
He's a big game prepper.
Yeah, I don't want to give you a false who I am. I'm not a big game prepper, but I do want to make sure I get all the things right. Garrett County comes into tonight's action 6-12 on the year, 2-4 in region, 1-3 in district. Again, they're coming in. This is a huge battle for the Garrett County Golden Lions, as they are 1-3, as well as Lincoln County in the 45th district. Garrett County is trying to get out of that 4-hole. As the 4-hole will be battling Bull County in the first round of the district tournament, as Garrett County is needing a win tonight, as Bull County comes in 4-0, but Lincoln and Danville are squaring off tonight, so hopefully Danville gets both wins and Garrett County can pull off at least one here at the Garrett County Sports Complex. Garrett County will be rolling out starting lineups for you. Leading off playing center field will be Jaden Noe. Pitching tonight for the Golden Lions will be number 6, Corbin Folger. Number 3, first base, Logan Quinn, senior. Zach Stacy will be a shortstop. Batting cleanup, Justin Parsons will be in right field. Hance Moberly will be on third base. Logan Anderson will be behind the dish, catching tonight. Hagen Miller will be the designated hitter, and Brady Resner will be playing second base. Trey Graham will be in left field, as he will have the DH for him. Bull County will be rolling out Kyler Clonch at shortstop, Austin Bodner in center field, Ethan Milburn at second base, Caleb Bransom at DH, Carson Rowe catching, Logan Perry right field, Blaine Kinney at first base, Caden Patterson will be pitching tonight, and Colin Wise will be left field. Roman Smith will start, and he will be DH for us. He will be the third baseman. We're going to take one more break, and we come back. It'll be first pitch action here at Garrett Sports Complex. This is Golden Lion Sports Network. Man, see, that's why I don't write it down, guys. We're live here from the Countryside BP Studios.
Bob Allen is Danville's Dealmaker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com. Bob Allen is a proud supporter of Garrett County Athletics.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Students, get ready now. The Garrett County Area Technology Center nursing program engages students and offers an accelerated path to a nursing career. Fast track to a great future by gaining hands-on experience and training. Ready? Why wait? Make tomorrow today at the Garrett County Area Technology Center.
Safe, secure, DocuBit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document and digital destruction by the area's premier data protection service. Call DocuBit.
Hey, I'm Micah Wade. I'm a lender at First Southern National Bank in Lancaster. I'm excited to serve the Garrett County community. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. Go Lions!
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
Buy local, eat well at Marksberry Farm.
We're growing and we need you. Great people.
Great job. Come be part of our exciting future.
Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Farmers National Bank, we understand the unique needs of our community, whether personal banking, business banking, or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Danville Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
The Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, where business meets community. Business and community members alike can get involved, stay informed, and take advantage of helpful insights. Supporting local means a healthier community. Sound good? Then the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce is for you.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. You'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Like a good neighbor, Katie Farthing and her State Farm team are there, protecting your home, car, life, and business.
Actually, we're pretty good at it.
Now's the perfect time to call and make sure you're getting the coverage and price you deserve at Katie Farthing State Farm.
But here's your Pastor Wendell statement. Your prayer life is a transcript of your prophetic future. What you're praying today is written down on what you will see tomorrow. Don't stop praying. Amen.
Lee's Famous Recipe, proud sponsor of the Player of the Game.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
And welcome back, folks. That's our national anthem, and it's about time for first pitch tonight.
Let's go.
Umpires for tonight behind the plate is going to be Mr. Tony Gray, and on the bases will be Warren Mills. I mean, you know it's a big game if Tony Gray walks in. If Tony Gray is behind the dish, you know two things. One, it's a really big game, and you're going to get a very consistent strike zone. As Tony does a great job. So, Kyle, you've known Tony, and we won't really say any stories out there, but he called thousands of games with your dad.
Well, that is Uncle Tony in our family.
Sure.
So.
I'm sure. As you've watched him just over the years, and just what a phenomenal guy.
One of the best game managers in any sport you'll ever meet. I'd say his day job might help with that a little bit.
That's right.
But no moment's too big. He's trusted. Yep. Coaches and players have seen him, and love having him around. And the other thing I can tell you is if Tony's on a game behind the plate, it's also over 75 degrees, and there's no chance of rain.
He's selective? Is that what you're saying, selective?
It's not going to be cold. It's not going to be a chance of rain.
Hey, so listen, Kyle, talk to us about why the interest in joining us here tonight on the broadcast.
Well, I talked to you guys a while back. First of all, I have great respect for what you all do for, obviously, Garrett County sports, but 45th District sports, 12th Region sports. The broadcast that you all do is very entertaining. And
that's one word
and just great for the student athletes. But any type of exposure for kids at this age, I know how appreciated this must be. We've joked back to how many times I would love to have a film from a high school baseball game that I played. I don't even think we recorded our games, and that was just in the early 2000s. But we didn't have a video of anything. And what I'd give to have that. So now that's on a broadcast here and you guys promoting them, but to be able to go back and look at some of that, I know kids love it. But I've also talked about, I just love to be around high school sports, whether that be basketball, baseball, football. And I've always thought, I've got to talk to you guys during some basketball games, and I've been on some other stations as well, but I've never got to do a baseball game. And as you said earlier, Scott, I am a baseball guy at heart.
That's right.
It's what I played, coached, and umpired. So to get to sit up here and have a great view and get to come to this sports complex was an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
Well, I'm a baseball guy for sure. Basketball is what I coach and stuff, but I really enjoy football and baseball as far as getting to broadcast. Basketball is constant, right?
Yes.
So it's constant. In baseball, you have almost too much downtime at times, so you got to be able to talk and be ready to go. Here's the first pitch from Garrett County's. It's from Garrett County's Coben Folger. It's going to be fouled off as Kyler Klont, shortstop for Boyle County, leading off tonight for head coach Adam Blair and the 14-7 Boyle County Rebels. Second pitch is going to miss just outside. As one of the cool things here, Kyle, is this scoreboard. When you get to see things that go on and you get to see the guys come up here. That is, to me, that's so cool.
It's top notch. As I said, I was talking to some people earlier, and I said, you all have spared no expense over here. But to people who have seen sports complexes, the big things are noticed.
Right.
It's the details that make things stand out. And I've never seen a scoreboard like that.
It's really cool.
And like I said, the promoting of student athletes, all their names have been up there. Their picture, that's a really cool touch.
Especially when you're a high school student, you get to look up there, and it's a really cool ball inside. It's going to run the count to full here early as Garrett County's Corbin Folger is trying to work here. You don't want to get the leadoff hitter on. You always want to try to get that first batter off and stay. As that's going to miss just outside as Klonch is going to reach a base on balls right off the bat. As Garrett County now will be working with a runner on base as Austin Boldner steps into the plate. Austin batting .362 for the Rebels. Bats on the left-hand side as Folger's a right-handed thrower for Garrett County Golden Lions.
And I say Klonch will be probably looking at run, try to get back on second, or maybe even get bunted over to second, Scott.
As they're going to try to move him over, as you were talking about, as Folger is going to miss high. Always want to try to get runners in scoring position, and it's one of those deals that Garrett County and Boyle County wants to generate runs. Garrett County and Boyle. Garrett lost to Boyle County 2 times last year by a score of 3-2 and 6-0, and beat. There's a bunt. That's going to be safe, as he's going to say he beat out the runner. As Garrett County beat Boyle County 10-2 back in the first round on April 29th. First game April 29th, 2024, as Garrett County already finds himself in a hole. His first two runners have reached base on a walk and a base hit bunt.
Yeah, Garrett really needs an out there, Scott. Really, if you get a strikeout, would be pretty big. So then he kind of still has the opportunity to kind of set up for a double play to get out of this inning.
Ethan Milburn steps into the plate for the Rebels as takes an off-speed first pitch ball. It's going to miss high as Milburn comes into the game, batting .283, the junior for the Rebels, as 17 hits on 60 at-bats. His opportunities to knock in a first run of the game. It sets out at second base for him. As that one is going to be bunted high. It's going to be caught.
What a play.
What a great play by Quinn.
Goodness.
Unable to get up and quickly to have a chance to double up Bull County, but they'll take that out for sure.
One of the things I've noticed about Bull County, especially when they're bunting, Scott, Doug Flynn was talking about this on the UK broadcast the other day. Bunting has become a lost art. And a lot of times, for whatever reason, the batter don't want to show the bunt until after the pitch. But Bull County does a good job of going ahead and getting in bunting position, prior to the pitch even being thrown.
This ball is going to be fouled out. And Kyle, it's one of those things, too. If you show it early, you go ahead and start putting the defense in motion, which sometimes is an advantage. It's advantageous for the offensive player.
Of course, and I think sometimes, people get confused whether you're bunting for a hit or bunting for a sacrifice. When you're bunting for a sacrifice, as clearly Milburn was there, telling everybody early is no problem because it's not a secret. As you said, you get people moving, a lot of pieces involved. Now, if you're bunting for a hit, you might try to show late and show a little element of surprise. The only problem there is when you get those people moving, as Quinn did, he charged well and got in and got the ball. You got to get the ball on the ground a little bit earlier.
Folger 0-2 count here. It's going to
runner going.
Runner's going. It's going to be fouled out.
Think he was running the steal, or you think it was a little hit and run action?
Well, normally you wouldn't hit and run with two strikes, I wouldn't think, but it kind of worked out. Never make the first or third out at third is what I was always told growing up. So it looked like he was trying to just put that ball into play. 0-2 is your count. One out here in the top of the first inning. Bull County with runner in scoring position, trying to score early here against Gary County. Pitch is going to be fouled off again. We're running out of baseballs. We're going to have to throw some more out there.
I think that caught a light.
Yeah.
Cleared the
really?
net, but it's back on the field. Straight to Tony.
Oh, man, be careful.
How about
be careful of those lights over there.
Those are expensive.
They're
the LED flashing lights.
You like to knock out the old ones.
Don't mess with the new ones there, my friend. Pitch coming from Folger here as he does a nice job missing outside, wanting to try to get Branham to chase one.
Well, and I tell you, Scott, we talk about this when we do these baseball and softball broadcasts. A lot of times the pitcher's just trying to change the eye level of the batter. So we kind of threw one high and away. Let's see if he kind of comes in, comes in low and tight.
1-2 is your count. That's going to miss outside. 2-2 is your count as Branham is the DH here for the Rebels as he comes into the year this senior with 57 at-bats, 16 hits as he's batting .281 on the year. Shout out to our good friend Mike Webster checking in tonight as Webby, I'm sure, is at home and just trying to relax from a really tough day at school. I'm sure he worked especially hard today, Kyle.
I can't imagine how hard he works.
I couldn't either.
I'll tell you this much. I've told him many times I wouldn't trade him what he does for all the money in the world.
And I'm putting this out there. I wouldn't either, as this ball is going to be hit to right field. It's going to be lifted into foul territory, but it will have room as that will be Caleb Meade that will make the play on that one. That's Parsons as he will drift into foul ground. That's 2 outs. Is trying to work out of a jam here early.
And Folger's done a great job battling back here, Scott. Big, kind of big out right here to kind of limit, any runs for Bull County on top of the first here.
I tell you, Webster's probably at home trying to catch a Gary County, Bull County game before the Reds come on. He wants to watch
inside 30 minutes to first pitch. He's checking in real quick to tell us he did.
Yeah, I understand.
After 6:40, there's not a chance we hear from him.
No, I understand.
Well, the Reds already lost one today. Is it a
doubleheader today?
They were playing a doubleheader.
So what was this the rubber match tonight? So they're 1-1 with the Cardinals.
Well,
they play again tonight, and then tomorrow.
Yeah, they have a 4-game series.
Yep. They're playing. Oh, it's 4-game series.
Yeah, our friend Bart Lennox will be in attendance there.
Oh, really?
Talking about a hard-working man right there, right?
He's worked hard all winter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll leave Bart alone right now because we need to talk about his golf games. What we need to talk about is I got to see that in action. Well, pitch is going to be fly to right field as Parsons is going to find under. It looks like Garrett County is
Good
going to get
job.
out of here
Get that
with
in.
no
Let's go.
run. So Garrett County, after the top of one, is going to go to the bottom of the first. All tied up with Bull County. When we come back, Garrett County will be sending Jaden Noe, Corbin Folger, and Logan Quinn to the plate. Golden Lion Sports Network here and live from the Countryside BP studios.
Bob Allen is Danville's Dealmaker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com. Bob Allen is a proud supporter of Garrett County Athletics.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Students, get ready now. The Garrett County Area Technology Center nursing program engages students and offers an accelerated path to a nursing career. Fast track to a great future by gaining hands-on experience and training. Ready? Why wait? Make tomorrow today at the Garrett County Area Technology Center.
Safe, secure, DocuBit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document and digital destruction by the area's premier data protection service. Call DocuBit.
Welcome back, folks, as bottom of the first inning as Garrett County gets out of a jam in the first inning as the first two batters reach on a walk and a bunt hit, but fly out bunt to first base and then two flyouts to right field ends the inning for the Rebels. Coach, tell us a little bit about the Rebels when you're looking out here right now, as it looks like that Caden Patterson is throwing here for the Rebels, as Patterson's a sophomore. He's appeared in 8 games, started 6. He's got a 1.30 earned run average.
That's pretty good.
What give us a little bit of a scouting report here on Mr. Patterson.
Well, I heard, I've known him for a long time. He's a young kid that's got a really live arm. Like I said, I got to see him throw an inning or two at Danville a couple weeks ago. A little cold, a little windy that day, so much more pitcher-friendly conditions. So I'm interested to see how he looks today.
As he's coming into the game, again, we're just telling a little bit about Patterson, as he's 32.1 innings he's appeared in, had 18 walks, 46 strikeouts, 4-1 on the year with 1 save. Garrett County sends up tonight their senior center fielder leading off in Jaden Noe, as Jaden Noe steps in batting .381 on the team for the team. He's at 63 at-bats, 24 hits, 13 runs scored. First pitch is going to miss outside, as, again, a beautiful day for baseball. Hard to draw up anything that's any nicer than this. Patterson's going to rock and fire. Second pitch of the night is going to be flied to short center field. That center fielder is going to call off the second baseman. Looked like there for a minute. Second base was going to try to make a play on it, but that's the first out of the inning for Patterson and the Rebels.
So what do you think this walk-up song is?
It's hard to hear. I wouldn't know them anyway.
I'm trying to take one ear out and see if I can hear them. We need to, these windows need to open up.
Well, listen, I'm telling you, I wouldn't know them if they were playing on my computer right in front of me.
I will say that's a sign of age. I guess it's having a 1.5-year-old, though, myself, I used to say I knew about every song during warm-ups and walk-ups. I'm starting to lose track. I don't really like the direction that's going.
So Nash, what's his favorite show?
Oh, Miss Rachel. It's not even close. But we like to go to the Disney classic movies. He's a big Lion King, big Simba guy.
I like that.
But if we're talking a show to buy Mom 30 minutes while she makes dinner, Miss Rachel is on.
Miss Rachel's
no
on.
doubt.
On point. Corbin,
probably on right now.
Probably so. Mine's probably watching Bluey's. He's a big
Scott
Blue
loves
fan.
Bluey.
I despise it.
I hear it all day, how much Bluey, how much he loves Bluey.
Oh, I hate it. Corbin Folger steps in tonight. This sophomore batting .386 for the Golden Lions, batting from the left-hand side, as he is the pitcher tonight of record for Garrett County, as he's going to strike out swinging. As nice fastball that time by Patterson, as he throws it right down the pipe. That was speed versus power there. Stepping in now is going to be first baseman Quinn, the senior. Nice play, defensive play he made there in the first inning on fielding that bunt.
Just one of those little things you notice as an umpire. Logan goes to the plate there, takes a second, looks back, gives Tony Gray the fist bump. Like I said, that's just another sign of that senior class. Good kids, they respect, know Tony. That's just something you don't see a lot these days. Might get him the corner here in a minute.
Being nice is never a bad thing,
Can't
right?
hurt.
In any situation, it doesn't have to mean that the people agree with you or whatever it may be. But being nice is never a bad thing. This one's going to be ripped to left field, but it's going to be right at the left fielder, as that's going to be Colin Wise. That's going to take it for the third out. And when we come back, it'll be second inning action here at Garrett Sports Complex, all tied up at 0. This is the Golden Lion Sports Network, live from the Countryside BP studios.
Hey, I'm Micah Wade. I'm a lender at First Southern National Bank in Lancaster. I'm excited to serve the Garrett County community. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. Go Lions.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
Buy local, eat well at Marksberry Farm.
We're growing and we need you. Great people.
Great job. Come be part of our exciting future.
Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Farmers National Bank, we understand the unique needs of our community, whether personal banking, business banking, or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Lee's Famous Recipe, proud sponsor of the Player of the Game.
Welcome back, folks. We're here at the top of the second inning. The Bull County Rebels will be sending up Perry, Kenny, and Patterson is on the off the air. We were talking about our favorite Cincinnati Reds fan, and Joe Mathis.
He loves the Reds.
He loves the Reds.
Yeah.
He's a huge Reds fan. He's a huge Braves fan, but I like to give him a hard time. We were actually complimenting Joe at how good of a job he does.
Does a nice job.
Really works hard, that guy does. As Folger is going to take the first pitch inside here on Logan Perry.
All right, guys.
Trying to get ahead.
So what I've done here tonight is I did a little research on baseball nicknames.
Oh, okay.
So
I got you.
I've got a few easy ones, and as the game progresses, we're going to get a little harder with them. Okay.
I like
so
that.
I'm going to throw you a few lobs here. Charlie Hustle. Who's
I got this
Charlie
one
Hustle?
because I may not get any more. That's
All
Pete
right.
Rose. I'm not
Pete
sure how
Rose.
many I'm actually
Yep.
going to get. This is going to be a 1-1 pitch. It's going to be softly hit to left field, making the play on. It's going to be Graham. It's going to be fair. It's going to be fair. Kicked foul, and he's going to make a play while Perry gets out to second base for a leadoff double here in the second inning.
You know, that's a hard ball to kind of gauge, because the ball's kind of moving away from him. It's kind of like a slice.
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
So, Graham did a great job of trying to hustle over to kind of get that, but unfortunately just got away from him. Now Bull County's cooking with a runner on second with no outs.
And that's a ball that's hit high and soft, so he made the right decision to charge hard, play it hard.
Yeah.
Worst thing that happens, hits off his leg, bounces away. But you got to make a tough play on that because the ball's not going to get to the fence.
That's right.
So, it's one of those deals. You can get out of tough spots throughout the course of a game. You don't want to find yourself in those positions every inning, right?
Correct.
So, making sure that you work ahead, try to get outs early, and keep people out of scoring position. But Garrett County right now still playing with fire. As on second base, the lead off the second inning is Logan Perry. Now up to bat for the Rebels is going to be Blaine Kenny, the first baseman. Bats from the right side, waiting the pitch on Folger. That is going to hit right on the corner.
What's he batting for the year, Scott?
As you're looking, I've got stuff everywhere. You'd be proud of me.
Kenny's batting 217.
Yeah, 217. See, thanks. That's why I printed it out for you guys. As this is going to be a foul ball straight back into the football complex. This is going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Kenny. As again, this looks like to me that Bull's got quite a few youngsters. They've got some sophomores spread out through here, as does Garrett County. So the program health looks good in both schools.
Ring him up!
Right down the middle for Folgers. That's going to be the first out and well-timed.
Well, one of the things we talked about, Scott, before the broadcast is, Bull County was, 6 and 7 prior to going into district play.
Correct.
And as soon as district play, it's just like everything's coming together for this Bull County baseball team coming in tonight, winners of 8 in a row.
Correct.
This is a hot baseball team.
Bull County, again, comes into tonight with a 14-7 baseball record as a pitcher of record for Bull County comes to the plate in Caden Patterson. As Patterson tonight, sophomore Patterson, as he has had 45 at-bats throughout the year, batting 156 is Patterson. As Folger behind in the count with the first pitch ball, trying to get back to keep Perry honest over there. As
all right, you ready for another?
I'm ready. Bring
How
it to
about the
us.
Sultan of SWAT? The Sultan of SWAT.
Do you need that one too?
I mean, Kyle knows it.
No, you're going to
Kyle
have to give me
knows it.
that one.
Babe.
Oh,
is that Babe Ruth?
Babe Ruth.
Was
The
it
Babe.
really?
The
See,
Sultan of SWAT.
Got me. That was.
It's been a long time since you've watched Sandlot.
It has been a long time. You are more on those movies right now. I'm gonna have to brush up. Swing and a miss as Patterson's. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes now in the count.
That's another good discussion to get into during some dead air time later. We talked earlier about top sports movies.
Oh,
but you can just talk
gosh.
just baseball.
I agree.
movies. I mean, there's just
yeah.
so many good. My wife, obviously, as you know, is a big basketball girl, so
That's right.
we didn't have to talk a lot about that. But while she loves baseball, she wasn't as knowledgeable about it. So very early in our relationship, we spent a lot of time watching some baseball movies.
And that's a good thing.
It is.
That's
great.
a good thing. So, what would be your favorite baseball movie?
Man, I couldn't.
That's a lot.
I don't know if I could just say number one. I think Sandlot has to be up there.
It's a good one. It's
Major
really
League. Major League is
Oh, yeah.
one top
Probably
notch.
my favorite.
I would agree.
I really liked Major League. It's
Field of
just
Dreams.
Field of Dreams is great.
Yeah.
The Rookie.
The Rookie,
The
and I'm a
Rookie's
big
a good movie.
I'm a big fan of Hardball. and that's one that was more like my generation. Kind of came out when we were in
Hardball
school.
was where they were talking about all the stats and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No, that's Moneyball. Sorry, that's Moneyball with the A's. That's also
Get your
a
balls
great
right,
one.
Scott.
Yeah,
Okay, that was the wrong one.
Hardball is the one where Keanu Reeves takes over this team that's kind of.
Okay, I got
bunch
you.
of oddballs put together, not really, from the best neighborhood type thing, and then they end up coming back and kind of building this, story that everybody loves and winning some games, and it's a cool movie.
Swing and a miss. Actually,
I think he fouled.
He's going to say he fouled off, so he's staying alive. Is Patterson 2-2 is the count. 1 out. Runner on second base is Logan Perry as he leads off the second inning with a double.
It had to be an obvious tip out there because Coach Ellis didn't flinch.
Hey, that's one of my philosophies, not flinching. Right?
I've seen him flinch.
Hey, listen, our friend from McKinney is checked in.
Oh, yeah.
He said his favorite thing in the world to do is go to a Little League ballpark in McKinney.
And fight.
No.
I thought that's what they did.
Get on his iPad, watch Field of Dreams as he eats a McKinney chili dog.
There you go.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And then he
You know,
fights.
my wife's from
Swing and a
McKinney.
miss. Swing him out, strike him out, throw him out.
What's
as
better
that's
than
gonna
one?
finish
It's
the
2
inning.
outs.
As we'll hang on to that thought as we'll get to it there at the bottom of the second inning, as swinging and striking out is Patterson and throwing him out at third base is going to be Anderson as he guns down Perry. We come back and be the bottom of the second inning. Garrett County will send to the plate Stacy, Parsons, and Moberly. This is the Golden Lion Sports Network live from the Countryside BP studios.
Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
The Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, where business meets community. Business and community members alike can get involved, stay informed, and take advantage of helpful insights. Supporting local means a healthier community. Sound good? Then the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce is for you.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. You'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Welcome back, folks. Bottom of the second inning. Garrett County will, it's all tied up here, bringing Zach, Stacy, Justin Parsons, and Hans Mobley. Go back to our conversation just a minute ago. Our good friend Bob Flume here says that Angels in the outfield, and you made the point, Kyle, that you could not agree with him more. You loved it.
One of the top baseball movies. Again, from more my era, I kind of came out during my childhood. You go back and look, there's some huge actors.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey plays center field. Okay,
Oh, my goodness.
That's before he was Matthew McConaughey, really. But just some great quotes, great kids movie. One of my favorites.
He's got too good of hair, though, to put a hat on.
That's
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Probably gave up the baseball roles
I
after
would
that.
say,
Yeah.
I would say so.
How about Bull Durham?
You know,
Bull Durham.
That was a great movie. Going back to an all baseball. And then what was the one? And I only watched
Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears is one of my favorites.
I feel like I was a part of a couple of those teams.
I think I coached a few Little League teams.
I think my dad would agree with that.
First pitch strike is Patterson as he hits the outside corner on Zach Stacy. Stacy comes to the plate tonight for the Garrett County Golden Lions, batting .288 on the year. The junior's got 59 at-bats. Is this going to be a slow ground? It's going to be a tough play as Patterson makes a play on it, tries to throw off balance, but Stacy is going to beat that one out.
So, Scott, I think we need to verify something.
I'm ready.
The mayor in McKinney always talks about Stanford basketballs. We played with girls' basketballs, right?
That's 100%.
The rumor is in baseball, McKinney guys played with a softball.
Oh,
so they could see the ball a little bit better.
I understand.
We couldn't throw it as hard, so they have a chance to hit it.
So, basketball story, Kyle, and this is factual.
No,
this is
not
factual.
It's
100%. And if
Scott saw it on Facebook,
I witnessed
well, then it's
it.
factual.
Stanford Elementary had a team. Camp Dick Robinson had a team, and we used to go over there and play them, and they played with a girls' ball. They did play the girls' ball. Now, Coach Gresham, that's going to be a bunt outside. It's going to be a sacrifice bunt, as that's a great bunt by Parsons. Parsons is going to be out at first base.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Hold on a second.
We've had a little bit of discussion as he got tripped up by the shortstop. Yeah. So he's going to be back on second base. That's going to be interference, correct?
Yeah, that's what he called. Yeah.
So it's going to be interference as Parsons is going to be thrown out at first base with a sacrifice bunt.
And that's one of the unique officiating moments there, especially in two-man in baseball, that actually the home plate umpire has coverage for that because obviously a play at first base, the field umpire is officiating that play and calling the runner out. So that's a unique situation.
It is a unique situation.
To take that from the plate, and he has to take him all the way into second base.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It is. It is.
And if you are a home plate, if you are the field umpire, when you turn around and look, all you do is see the batter or the runner getting tagged.
Correct.
So obviously you're going to call him out because you didn't see what came to it. But fortunately, home plate umpire Tony Gray was able to see that. So talking it over with home plate umpire is going to be head coach Adam Blair. What do you think he's questioning here?
I think he's probably saying, Keys and Crows is pretty good to eat in Lancaster.
I understand. After the game, where you're going to go?
Type Los Agaves. Why would you? To me, it's all about the fajita omelet at Los Agaves.
Man,
have you ever had a fajita omelet?
Never heard of a fajita omelet.
That's because you shouldn't eat it. It's also, do you put potatoes and chili?
Do they open at 9 a.m.? Potatoes and chili?
Yeah,
that's what he does.
We're going to get to that here in a minute.
I'm just making a run here to show you the credibility of
But you know what
palate.
they're talking about? He's looking at Adam come out and said, Coach Blair come out and said, does Lee's have all you can eat fish on Friday and Sunday?
They do. Thank you, Coach Blair. I'm glad you brought that up. As they do have it on Fridays and Sundays.
Yes, Fridays and Sundays.
After all that time, we're going to be one out as in scoring position for the Golden Lions. It's going to be Zach Stacy. Off-speed pitch is nice curveball inside to Hans Marberly. Hans comes to the plate tonight for the Golden Lions, the sophomore with 51 at-bats, batting .275 on the year for Coach T. Ellis's Golden Lions, trying to get a big hit here. This is going to be right up the middle. It's going to have a chance. That's going to be bobbled.
Oh, he's coming home. It's going to be close.
It's going to be Zach Stacy. He gets through. Going to say he's out. What a great throw.
Yeah, I like the aggression there, Scott.
100%. 100% like the aggression. That is going to be a 4-2. Was that the second baseman? I would assume 4-2. Oh, shortstop. So 6-2 put out at home plate for Zach Stacy as Hans Marbley is going to be
Kyle,
fielder's choice at
if
first
you've never tried potatoes in your chili, you got to try it.
Like what kind? Like we're talking?
Not just potatoes. Just boil some potatoes.
Okay.
And then dump them in your chili. And I'm telling you.
I can imagine chili is good on a baked potato.
Well, it's
so
the
why
same
would
thing.
it not be?
Why would it not be?
I don't have any argument.
But when you do that, it's called vegetable soup.
Chili. Put some hot sauce. Put some hot sauce on it.
It's called vegetable soup. So after a discussion with Coach Blair and now a discussion with Coach Ellis, we're ready for the Logan Anderson to come to the plate, the catcher for the Garrett County Gold Lions, as Hans Marbley is going to be on first base. 3-step lead as he gets a little peek from Patterson. Patterson comes set in this stretch. Here comes the first pitch. Is going to hit him.
He don't flinch.
He doesn't flinch. As that's going to go down as a hits batter.
It's kind of like how Scott Bolin approached baseball. I bet Scott was sitting there and get a hit to take
so
first
I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you more facts.
If you use a 29-inch bat, you're up on the plate pretty good.
My senior year, I got
Is that
hit.
a wiffle ball bat? Is that what that
I'm just telling you guys. I'm just telling you how we do it. I'm just telling you how you do it. I got hit my senior year 13 times.
Oh my God!
And it wasn't because the next guy closest to me was 4, and it wasn't because I was trying to be tough. It was because I didn't have very good reflexes. And so I just
did you have a problem tripping in front of the baseball there?
That's just what I had to do. I had to do
Still
what you had to
chirping
do.
from the boiled dugout.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tony finally said.
That's
enough. He's taking enough of that.
Yeah.
He's probably saying Anderson didn't make the effort to get out of the way.
Correct.
Well, I mean, he don't have to get out of the way.
As long as you don't make effort to get in the way.
Can't make an attempt to get hit.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
You don't have to move out of the
That's
way.
right.
That's right.
No, but to your point, I always like guys that were willing to get up on the plate and stay in there and get hit. It's one thing to get on the plate. It's another thing to jump out of the way.
That's right. No, you don't go out of the – once you're up there, you're committing. You're
Take it any way you can get it.
You're committed. Hagen Miller up to bat for the Garrett County Go Lions, the left-handed hitter. DHing for the Lions tonight. As runner on first and second for the Go Lions outside is going to be Patterson. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Miller tonight coming into the game, the sophomore, batting .261 for the Golden Lions. That's going to be inside and miss inside, 2-1.
Tell you what, Scott, Garrett's done. Garrett's done a good job this inning here. I mean, that putting some runners on bases, being aggressive on the base pass, really close call at home plate there. Really like the Garrett County approach at the plate.
Well, you feel like you're putting the pressure on the defense, right? So the last thing you want to do is just stand up there and take a lot of pitches. And so if you're putting runners in motion and you're putting the ball into play, you're making the defense have to make plays. And so at any point in time, again, like Bull County was kept putting their leadoff hitter in scoring position, eventually those two things are going to work out in your favor.
Well, and as you talked about in the top of the second, about having people in position where it's making the pitcher have to throw some more, whatever you want to call them, high-pressure pitches,
That's right.
high intensity. But anytime that you're pitching with no one on base, you're a lot more relaxed.
That's right.
When you got to get in the stretch and you got to keep your eye on somebody and worry about what your infielders are doing, those pitches add up a lot quicker.
Full count here to Miller as Patterson is 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. And it's going to be a swing and miss and strikeout, as actually it's going to be a foul tip caught. And that will take us to the top of the third inning, all tied up at 0. When we come back, the Rebels will be sending Wise and back to the top of the order with Clonch and Bodner. This is Golden Lion Sports Network live from the Countryside BP studios.
Like a good neighbor, Katie Farthing and her State Farm team are there, protecting your home, car, life, and business.
Actually, we're pretty good at it.
Now's the perfect time to call and make sure you're getting the coverage and price you deserve at Katie Farthing State Farm.
But here's your Pastor Wendell statement. Your prayer life is a transcript of your prophetic future. What you're praying today is written down on what you will see tomorrow. Don't stop praying. Amen.
Welcome back, folks, as we're here at the top of the third inning. Garrett County and Bull County all tied up at 0. As it seemed like we had lots of bottom of the second inning was conversation inning. Yeah. We had a lot of
good places to eat like Scott.
Yeah, we had a lot of things going on as people wanted to just talk in the bottom of the second inning. So I think we're back to baseball as the 9-hole hitter in Colin Wise, the left fielder for the Rebels, coming up to bat tonight. His first attempt here at the bottom of the third inning as he will be facing Corbin Folger as Folger works into the third inning with his first pitch. He's going to rock and fire. It'll be a ball inside.
All right, you ready for another nickname?
Well, nicknames, let's do it.
The Bash Brothers.
I got that.
Who were the
one.
Bash Brothers?
Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire. And that was pre-steroids.
Oh, yeah.
That was like back when.
Pre-steroids? That was during steroids.
No, that was pre-steroids. But, I mean, Canseco was big. But if you look back at Mark McGuire, he was small, man.
Oh, yeah.
Before he started just making the chase. But the Bash Brothers, that's back in my day, man. Way back in my day.
As I told somebody, that was an entertaining time of baseball.
Oh,
it really was.
You had Bonds and Sosa.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
It was entertaining. I think people like home runs.
Well, I would go to the game when they played the Cardinals just to kind of see batting practice.
Swing and a miss, as that's going to be the first out of the inning. That's the third strikeout tonight for Folger.
Pitched a real nice game, Scott. I mean, now, so in baseball, when you come around to the second time around the lineup, what are you looking at?
Well, so you feel better as a batter when you come up because you feel like you've seen the pitches that you're at. Now, as a pitcher, you have a little bit of information in the back of your pocket that you know this player responds to this fastball here, this curveball here. So, both teams are taking lots of – Mark Pope talks a lot about it, right? He talks about the first half he's collecting data. That base, there's no other –
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
No other sport has more data than baseball. That's going to be a seeing eye single for Clonch as he's going to be on base for the second time tonight as he reached with a walk in the first inning.
I tell you, it is a seeing eye single, but Clonch did a good job keeping his hands inside the baseball.
No doubt.
And able to kind of punch it right there where the Garrett defense wasn't.
Up to bat now for the Rebels is Austin Bodner as he's 1 for 1 on the night as he had a single in the first inning.
Fun fact about Bodner, one of the kids I coached in middle school baseball, he's apparently had a really good week. He was just named PBR Kentucky Player of the Week yesterday and 12th Region Sports Player of the Week today, I believe.
Wow.
So, he's been on a tear for the last week, it seems, so.
Fantastic. Now, is this Bodner kin? Is he kin to like Brian Bodner in that bunch?
Yep. So it's Avery's little brother.
Okay.
Yeah. He parents are down here. He's a really good athlete. I believe he's going to Thomas More to play football as well with Avery. So, great family, good people.
Oh,
he's
absolutely.
An incredible athlete.
Swing and a miss by Bodner is going to even it up at 1-1. Brian was one of the tougher catchers that you ever want to see. We played travel ball together and then played against each other growing up, and so he was a catcher for the Rebels back in the late 90s. We'll say late 90s, mid 90s, maybe 95. Is this going to be a 1-1 pitch? It's going to be grounded into behind the base runner into right field. It's advancing to third base with the throw is going to be Clonch, and then advancing to second base is going to be Bodner. So we're going to give, again, pressure on the Garrett County defense and Folger.
And it's one of those things you get a runner on first base is holding the runner, so it kind of opens up the kind of a hole to kind of shoot it into right field, and then that throw going into third base allowed the runner to advance to second base.
Yeah, kind of a ground ball that gets to the outfield slow, and of course that's where the grass starts, so it slows the ball down a little bit more. Probably one that Coach Ellis would prefer you just hit a cutoff, try to keep a guy at second and keep a double play ball intact.
Off-speed pitch in for a first pitch strike to Milburn as Milburn flew out to trying to bunt, sacrifice the first. They had a first and second base runner in the first inning. Nice play by Quinn at first base.
And I tell you, with Patterson's ERA being what it is, it's not a surprise that even in the top of the third, Garrett is playing with the infield trying to prevent a run.
I really like to see that. I think some people wait till the end of the game or those type of situations, but as you said, in a 0-0 ball game, district game here in the third where you're playing 2 tonight, this run could be as important as any.
This is going to be a swing and a foul ball. Straight back. 0-2 count.
Really could use a strikeout.
Again, what you want to try to get a strikeout or some way that you can get your defense to be able to play in a little more comfortable position. As it's going to be an 0-2 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning.
Got him!
Swing and a miss. Great pitch that time by Folger.
That strikeout was huge.
That was
off
huge.
Speed, off the plate.
That's
executed well.
4th strikeout on the night for Folger. As one that was just a perfect timing, as now the middle infield is going to be playing back at normal depth.
Hey, let's get out of this inning here. Let's get out of this inning unscathed.
Caleb Branham, DH for the Rebels, up. He flew out to right field in the first inning. First pitch off speed is going to be way out in front is going to be Branham. That's going to be a foul ball. Folger again just kind of living on the edge right now and just trying to scrape it out as best as you can. Like Kyle was saying, 1 run goes a long way in a district contest, especially between these two clubs, as that's going to be a swing and a foul straight back.
Got him at 0-2.
0-2 count. Pitcher's count here as Folger, you want to make sure you make him chase one, but with the runner on third base, you don't want to get a little crazy. Definitely don't want to pass the ball, wild pitch, able to score from third base. That is definitely something T. Ellis would not want. Folger comes set in the stretch. Here's the pitch, going to be lined to right field. And it's going to get past Parsons, as that's going to score 2 runs. As going towards third base is going to be Branham, as he's going to be standing up for a triple. Actually, he's going to try to score, as they're going to have a play at the plate, and he's going to be safe, as that is going to be an inside the park home run that you don't see very often. As we'll say, is probably an inside the park triple. An error on the throw, as boy, just didn't take long.
Yeah, it didn't take long. I mean, and, when you got runners in scoring position, we've seen, I think 2 of the first 3 innings, Boyle County having runners in scoring position, at some point, they're going to break through and kind of get those runs in. If you're Garrett County, just do the little things right. Kind of keep the ball in front of you, hit your cutoff man, don't let runners advance to bases, and just kind of, mitigate or limit the damage that Boyle County can do.
And they always say baseball is a game of inches. I mean, that's a play that is – the ball's less than a foot away from his glove when he makes that dive in right field. Great effort. You probably honestly don't worry too much about that batter getting to third because you're doing everything you can to keep those 2 runs from scoring.
Yeah, that's inches from being out of the inning.
Yep.
And, to now being down 3.
And another fantastic effort.
First pitch was first pitch was a ball. Second pitch was a strike here from Folgers. This one's going to be flied out straight back to Carson Rowe, the catcher for
I've seen a lot of
the
foul
Rebels.
balls.
Yeah, you are seeing a lot of foul balls. And,
but none of them go on top of the school like they used to.
And that's the truth, because I was on top of that school many times getting baseballs off.
You got to retire the ladder.
Way too many times. That's going to be a strikeout. Just bobbled a little bit, throw down to Quinn, and be the 3rd out. But Boyle County strikes with 3 runs on 3 hits for the Rebels. Gary County down 3 will bring to Resner, No, and Folger. This is Golden Line Sports Network live from the Countryside BP studios.
Bob Allen is Danville's deal maker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com. Bob Allen is a proud supporter of Garrett County Athletics.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Students, get ready now. The Garrett County Area Technology Center nursing program engages students and offers an accelerated path to a nursing career. Fast track to a great future by gaining hands-on experience and training. Ready? Why wait? Make tomorrow today at the Garrett County Area Technology Center.
Safe, secure, DocuBit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document and digital destruction by the area's premier data protection service. Call DocuBit.
Welcome back, folks, as it's going to be the bottom of the 3rd inning here at the Garrett County Sports Complex, as the Garrett County Golden Lions are trailing the Boyle County Rebels 3-0. And, Kyle, we got to give a special shout-out to some special listeners tonight.
Let's go.
As Miss Emily and Mr. Nash are tuning in. I said he's doing away, not watching Miss Rachel, so he could watch you on Main Street Media.
Yeah, I was told pretty clearly that they're not watching Miss Rachel, and I don't think that's necessarily Mom's decision. If it is sunny, Nash wants to be outside.
I love hearing that.
Yep. Yeah. He's probably working on hitting a cutoff man or something.
I like
good
that.
For him.
I like that.
Good for him. Now,
he looked good in the Garrett County uniform.
Hey, this facility right here would look good on anybody.
Did you say how old is Nash? A year
Nash
and a half?
would be 18 months.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, that's fantastic.
What a fun age.
That's fantastic. Stepping in for the first time tonight for the Garrett County Golden Lions going to be second baseman Brady Reeser. As first pitch coming from Patterson is going to be high and inside, as Reeser on the year for Garrett County sophomores had 42 at-bats, .214 batting average. Waiting the second pitch from Patterson. Off-speed pitch, nice pitch, just misses inside, as that's going to give you a hitter's count at 2 balls, no strikes. Garrett County needing some base runners here, trying to match Boyle County's run explosion there. We were talking off the air. I mean, it's just a difference in inches. We were inches away from totally being out of that inning to inches now down 3-0.
Yep.
And that's not uncommon in baseball. Like you said, it's a game of inches. You wouldn't believe it. But we've got a guy checking in tonight asking, he goes, who's the special guest today? This guy's name is Elliman, Michael Elliman. Do you know him by chance?
Michael
You mean this guy doesn't have a baseball game to umpire? This got to be his only off night this week.
No, he actually is. He has a game. He said he just checked it here between the innings. So
well, it's better than checking it during the game.
Elliman normally, if he's got it, if he's behind the plate, he's got an earpiece in. He's listening to it.
That's what it is, yeah.
As Resner's going to draw the walk here to lead off the third inning for Garrett County Golden Lions.
I saw Michael at Bread of Life a couple of weeks ago, and we both were really enjoying the buffet that night. Catfish.
Was Elliman coming back from the lake at some point? Did he have a?
I think he was with some family.
Okay. So he hadn't been out fishing. As Noah comes in for the second time tonight, as he flew out to center field to start the game for the Golden Lions.
All right, another nickname here, Mr. October.
Mr. October.
That's
everybody knows that one.
That's Henry Aaron.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson. Dang it.
Hey,
that was
Kyle's
my name.
It's way before my time. But
Kyle's on a heater.
Off-speed pitch swing and a miss, as that's going to take 0-2 is the count here to leadoff hitter Jaden Noe. Noe comes into tonight batting .381 for the Golden Lions from the leadoff position, center fielder. Patterson's going to get Noe swinging at the outside fastball. Nice pitch that time by Patterson, as he had Noe reaching for that one, as that's going to be his first strikeout tonight. Is for Noe. It'll be the third on the night for Patterson.
Nice pitcher, Scott. Patterson does a nice job.
He does. He does a nice job. He doesn't look like to me that he is overthrowing. Like he looks like he's very much in control of what he's trying to do on the mound.
I think both pitchers have done a good job of that tonight. And what shocks me the most is you rarely have two sophomores start game one of a district matchup. But both these guys have done a great job on the mound, getting ahead, controlling pitches. Don't really seem to let that trouble they've gotten in at times to get to them. So they've been very composed.
Left-handed Folger steps in for the second time for the Golden Lions, as he struck out swinging in the first inning. One of the 3 strikeouts tonight for Patterson. Right-handed Patterson working on left-handed left-handed Corbin Folger. Folger's going to take that one low. 3 balls, no strikes here. Base runner on first.
Do you take here, or do you just look at a ball in your zone?
I think it better be perfect for you before you're going to swing at one in this position. And it wasn't. So nice piece of hitting that time.
All right, here we go. The Wizard. Who's the Wizard?
Ozzie Smith.
Oh,
I knew that one.
Goodness,
I knew that one. Watch out. I loved Ozzie Smith. I've told y'all many times I was a shortstop with a second baseman's arm. And
so Scott likes saying you put the strongest arm at second base.
That's what you do.
It's all right. I played center field at the speed of a first baseman. So.
I knew growing up I was going to be Barry Larkin. That's who I was going to be. Like, I was a huge Barry Larkin fan. And so, ironically enough, so we're talking about basketball. One of the guys that I've had the opportunity to referee with a few times actually played in the early '90s for the Reds. So he was a teammate of Eric Davis and Barry Larkin and all those guys. And so had the opportunity to hear some stories. It's really, really cool. And so, because that was like my heyday, man, when you were in the early '90s talking about the Reds, and when they won it in '90, with Jose Rio, and it's not been the same since.
Well, I was born in '89, so the year they won it, was the spring that I was just born, and I said it's really been tough being a Reds fan since. But
it might be bad luck.
35 years in, and here I am, so I'm sticking with them.
Hey, wire to wire, man. It was wire to wire that year.
They got to win at some point.
Yeah, swept the A's in the World Series.
Logan Quinn coming in to his second at bat, taking off-speed first pitch strike on the inside corner as Quinn flew out, hit the ball right on the number first time up, but it was right to left fielder Colin Wise. Second pitch from Patterson to Quinn. It's going to be check swing.
No. Yep. Uh-oh.
No.
We're good.
Yeah.
They did not foul it off, correct?
Yeah, they didn't foul it off the catcher.
So he threw it to the wrong spot.
Yeah, it kind of worked out for Garrett County.
Both runners to advance. as that
Check swing was called a swing.
It was called a swing. So that's going to be a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out as Quinn
big opportunity for Garrett County here, Scott.
Ducks on the pond. I like y'all.
Let's go get those
gotta
ducks
really
in.
say your ducks on the pond here. You got 2 opportunities. This is going to be a high fly ball. Get out of play.
I don't think
it's
going
to be trouble. That's going to be trouble. A second baseman's trying to make an effort over. One of the great things about, depending on offense, defense, and what side you're on, this field has so much more foul territory than we did at our other field at Garrett Middle School. So it just seems like you have a lot more. That one would have been almost on top of the school.
Oh yeah, it would have been
from where you were talking.
And I think a lot of these new fields that have been built in the region lately, if you have the land space to do it, they're definitely taking advantage of it, because I know the foul territory at Mercer, it is huge as well.
Same way.
I think it's great. Gives everybody more space from the field.
Makes a difference.
Chance to make that play.
100%. It gives you a chance to make the play to end an inning or to whatever it may be. But again, you just want to see, depending on if your offense, it's good. You don't have a lot, but if it's your defense, you definitely want that area. This is going to be fouled straight back into the football complex. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 base runners out there for Logan Quinn, Corbin Folger on second base, Brady Reeser on third base.
Hey, listen, our friend David Mead is saying we're showing our age. He said we're talking about baseball in the 90s. He wanted to make sure that we know that they're still playing today. Baseball's still going on today.
But we were talking back when
the Reds were good.
When you knew everybody. There are so many now, so many guys like that I don't even – you don't even know.
Because you don't watch it as much as you used to.
Oh, it's going to catch the outside corner for strike 3. I don't know, obviously I don't watch
Bluey,
it.
is what it is.
Like I used to.
I did clarify that I was born when all this happened, okay?
Now, but to be fair, there are so many more foreigners that play now than there ever was before that if you look, it's hard to – they don't come up in the college system, so you don't get a chance to really see as they go through there. First pitch is going to be a ball outside to Zach Stacy as Stacy reached on a base hit in the second inning.
Yeah, a big opportunity for Garrett County with runners on second and third.
Patterson trying to get out of a jam here in the bottom of the third as he's going to rock and fire. That is going to miss outside. 2-0 is the count. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Garrett County gave up 3 in the top of the third, trying to answer here in the bottom of the third as Patterson now out of the windup. And that is going to be a cue ball. Nice play there in Bull County's dugout.
David Mead started the night here. He's on dad duty. So daughter had a softball game that he is driving the daughter to. But, man, big shout-out to David and
no doubt.
The work that he's done to really kind of support what you're seeing here, folks. His position in the legislature as a speaker pro tem has really come in beneficial for Lincoln, Garrett. And, man, the equalization of a third nickel is why you're seeing the facilities you're seeing today.
Was absolutely huge. Patterson rocks and fires. Off-speed pitch is going to miss high. Leanna Robinson checks in tonight, says watching from Owensville, Kentucky.
Oh.
So glad we can watch. And, man, we're so glad you're able to watch as well.
Hey, Owensville's the home of the boss.
Of Kevin Stahl.
Kevin Stahl.
That's right. Bath County, Kentucky. We went up there and did a football game.
We did, yep.
What?
It's good memories.
4 or 5. It's memories. 4, 5, 6. I enjoyed once I got up there. The traveling up there, I'm not a big fan.
Scott's a nice.
I'm a terrible traveler.
He likes to ride in cars.
I'm a terrible traveler. That's going to be ball 4, as that is going to put Stacy on first base to load up the bases for Justin Parsons. Parsons has sacrificed bunt back in the second inning.
Man, big opportunity here, Scott.
Justin Parsons comes to the plate tonight, the junior, with 53 at-bats, batting .245 on the year, 14 walks. But the big number here is 8 RBIs. Wanting to add to that is Parsons. But a walk's as good as a hit now, fellas, as that first pitch is going to be high from Patterson.
And the key here is trying to be patient. He has put a couple on base, but it's tough in this moment. If you have a competitor in you to not want to swing the bat. Just got to make sure it's the right pitch.
Good pitch that time by Patterson, as that's just on the outer half of the plate. First strike he's thrown here in a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning, as that's going to be, and that one was one of the first pitches I've seen him throw tonight. Looks like he might be overthrowing just a hair.
Yeah. And it's a big moment for the pitcher, too. Kyle was talking about being patient for the hitter, but the pitcher's got to do the same thing.
Correct.
Mike Grimes checks in and says, let's go. Garrett County gets some runs in here. There's a Rockin' Fire, as that's going to miss inside off-speed curveball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Do you take your Scott?
Well, I think I've got a very small window, and I'm looking for that ball in that small window and that pitch that I'm wanting to drive. But it better be perfect. Rockin' Fire, as that one is going to be fouled right into Joe Mathis. If the net wasn't there, Mathis would have made the play.
He would have made the catch.
He'd have made the play, and then he would have called Scott Bottom and said, "Look what you taught me."
As I told you, we were Little League teammates.
Back in the day.
Joe'd catch it, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, my goodness.
As Joe, last time I was listening to a Garrett game not too long ago while I was mowing the grass and we were away, and Joe comes up with these trivia questions, right? And so I was giving Rick a hard time because he didn't know the answer, but I didn't have a clue to it. What runners are going here on 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and ball's going to be fouled off by Parsons.
Have you ever heard of someone mowing the grass in the dark, Colin?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
You can't say
I love it. I do a fantastic job.
So what's more weird, mowing at night in the dark or putting potatoes in your chili?
I think I'm going to try both on the same night.
Listen, if you got
it's a good night right there.
You got a 4-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old daughter, you'll mow anytime you get a chance.
I would mow while they're awake.
The Rockin' Fire is going to be swung again. We'll try it again, as this is going to be
good battle here going on.
Good battle for sure. As coming down there, Brady Reeser, I always like putting runners in motion. Obviously, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. But if I'm running down from third base, I'm being very cautious.
In such a hurry.
I'm running towards the on-deck circle here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I may make sure I just a little bit give himself a time. I don't want to catch one in the teeth. One more time here.
Got a little wider here.
As that's going to be a base hit right up the middle. It's going to be caught by second baseman. Man, I thought that was going to be up the middle. Nice play that time by second baseman Ethan Milburn. All of that, no runs for Garrett County as we go to the top of the 4th. Garrett County trails Bull County 3-0. This is the Go to Line Sports Network live from the Countryside BP studios.
Danville Office Equipment. Danville Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
The Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, where business meets community. Business and community members alike can get involved, stay informed, and take advantage of helpful insights. Supporting local means a healthier community. Sound good? Then the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce is for you.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. You'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Welcome back, folks, here at Garrett Sports Complex. Garrett County trails Bull County here in the top of the 4th, 3-0. As our man Chris Crutchfield makes his debut up here in the press box. Says, yeah, that's true. We were just saying tonight, as Coach Crutchfield has been out here. This is elder Coach Crutchfield. He's out here taking care of facilities, does a fantastic job. It looks awesome as always. As we're going into the 4th inning, Kyle, and again, it's all about just inches. That ball right there could have very easily been past the second baseman.
It had to been 2 runs,
and it'd be a 3-2 game.
Correct. Ball hit to the outfield there is automatic too. Great piece of hitting to stay inside, hit the ball to the right side. Everything you teach as a coach, just hit the ball right at the guy.
Yep. Wrong spot, and really nice play. Still a very difficult play for the second baseman.
Yep.
They're leading off the 4th inning for the Rebels. Is going to be the right fielder Logan Perry. 1 for 1 on the night as he had a double in the 2nd inning to lead off the 2nd inning to left field. Was really a tough play there as Graham tried to make a play on it as he had a lot of territory to cover. Second pitch from Folger out of the windup as this one's going to be grounded to first base. It's going to be tried there to make a play was going to be Reeser as Folger trying to cover there for Quinn, but that is going to be a base hit. We'll give him a base hit as leadoff batter.
Good sportsmanship right there, too.
Yeah, it looks like the throw caught the runner there.
Yeah.
Leadoff batter reaches for the third time in 4 innings.
All right, who's big, Poppy?
Oh, Boston.
David Ortiz.
David Ortiz.
David
There you go.
Ortiz.
I got Boston. I get
Yeah.
partial credit.
You steered Kyle in the answer. Yeah.
I get partial credit.
Speaking of, talking about my wife and baseball, we took a trip right before Nash was born and went to Fenway Park.
Man, I've been there. It's
one
awesome.
of the coolest places I've ever been to.
But it's really bizarre because it's like small. Like when you go into those breezeways, it is tiny.
Tight.
It is really tight that when you sit down, it's really cool. I mean, it's a neat opportunity
You can tell
if
it's
you've never
that
been
older
there.
built stadium. Yeah.
But it is unique because you don't. Obviously, the newer stadiums nowadays are not built anything like that.
Correct.
But it is really cool. We went up. A friend of mine and I went the 1st of May one year and watched them play the Seattle Mariners, and it was really warm. And when we went up, a nor'easter hit, so it was supposed to be like in the upper 60s to 70. It turned out to be like 40, and we were in shorts and shirts.
Did y'all hit the gift shop?
We did. It was cold.
Yep.
It was really cold. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs here in the top of the 4th inning as leadoff hitter Logan Perry reaches on a base hit. We'll give him a base hit. Second pitch is going to be bunted fair as Folger's going to field that one. It's going to be a 1 unassisted for an out as Kenny will advance Logan Perry to second base on the sacrifice.
All right, here we go. The big hurt.
The big hurt.
The big hurt.
The big.
You might know him more popularly now for his infomercials.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, hold on a second. Play for the White Sox. Frank Thomas.
Frank
Correct.
Thomas.
There you
go.
Auburn earlier.
Oh, yeah,
There you
there you
go.
go. Played at Auburn.
Frank Thomas played at Auburn.
Number 34.
35.
35. Yeah,
Frank
35.
Thomas. I know he played a couple other places, but the White Sox is what I remember.
Definitely
I
most,
remember.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the team I put him on more than any.
That's funny. We laugh about that, especially older, younger, depending on, what team you associate
Yeah,
certain
that's exactly
players
right.
with. And we've talked about that with some of this, younger generation of kids that I coach. They'd be like, oh, yeah, he played for them. I'm like, 1 year is last year.
Right.
He's more commonly known for the 10 he spent with someone else.
When you see some guys that spend their whole career somewhere, and then the last 2 they go out, and part of me is like, I just kind of wish you'd have went out with that team,
right?
And just stayed right there because that's how I remember you.
Correct.
A lot of power and knowing when it's time to go.
That's
Right.
in a lot of things.
In a lot
right?
of things.
In a lot of things.
Yeah.
Just no one remembers Brett Favre in a Jets jersey.
No.
He's a
No
Packer.
way.
Why
He's a Packer.
He should have stayed there.
Yeah.
Always going to be a Packer. 3 balls, no strikes, as that's going to be a good pitch on the outside corner. As Patterson struck out first time swinging in the 2nd inning for the 2nd out, as it was a strikeout throwout as Anderson threw out Logan Perry at 3rd base to end the 2nd inning. Folger looks back the runner at second base. He's going to rock and fire. This is going to miss inside as this is going to put Patterson to first base on balls. As 2 base runners now with 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
Mr. Cub, who's known as Mr. Cub. This is a little bit older.
Ernie Banks.
Ernie Banks.
Gotta be Ernie Banks,
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Man, hey, I went way down and got that
You
one.
did it, man. Yeah.
That's an off-speed pitch outside. I took it to right field. That was one I had to. I worked on. That's more your speed, Coach Field. That was kind of your age here. Up to bat now for the Rebels is going to be left fielder Colin Wise. As that pitch is first pitch outside is going to be a ball. Gary County tonight has 1 hit on the evening. Bull County 3 runs on 4 hits. As Folger rocks and fires. It's going to be a ground ball double play opportunity. Stacy to Reeser to Quinn. They're going to get the first one. As always got to get the first for sure. As Wise is going to run that one out. So that will be a 6-4 put out for the 2nd out of the inning.
The Say Hey Kid.
Hold on, I know this one.
The Say Hey Kid.
This was like in the 70s too, right?
A little bit older.
Who was it?
Think about making a catch over the shoulder.
In center field.
In center field.
Yeah. Who was it?
San Francisco Giants?
Yeah.
Were they San Francisco at the time? I didn't.
I need some help.
Willie
Mays.
Oh, yeah.
Willie
there you
Mays.
go.
There you go. Dang.
That's not
Man,
really
I'll be honest.
for
a guy who hasn't done baseball trivia in a while, I'm feeling better. It's coming back to
you're
me.
on a heater,
It's like riding
you're
a
on a
bike.
heater.
Well, but to be fair, if this was NCAA basketball, I'm a 16 seed. So I mean, you're not exactly beating Power 4 team here. I got in because I upset somebody in the conference tournament.
Well, I thought Kalen might have snuck you some answers or something.
He ain't
bringing me
that.
in blind.
I can tell you that for sure. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Runners on the corners for the Rebels.
Big at bat here, Scott. I mean,
be huge to get out of this with nothing.
Yeah, huge to get out and kind of limit any more runs for Ball County.
Leadoff hitter Kleinsch up as he's 1 for 1 on the night. Is this going to be a fly ball to right field as Parsons is going to have this one measured and gets out of here with no runs as Gary County does a really nice job defensively after a threat again by the Rebels that leave the runners on the corner. Gary County will bring up in the bottom of the 4th Hans Marberly, Logan Anderson, and Hagan Miller. This is the Golden Lion Sports Network live from the Countryside BP studios.
Like a good neighbor, Katie Farthing and her State Farm team are there, protecting your home, car, life, and business.
Actually, we're pretty good at it.
Now's the perfect time to call and make sure you're getting the coverage and price you deserve at Katie Farthing State Farm.
But here's your Pastor Wendell statement. Your prayer life is a transcript of your prophetic future. What you're praying today is written down or what you will see tomorrow. Don't stop praying. Amen.
And welcome back, folks, as we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Gary County trails Bull County 3-0 here in this 45th district battle. We were talking about head coaches here earlier as T. Ellis is in his 5th year. 6th year, really, as his first year was COVID, came in 2020. But 5th year as far as actually playing baseball and has done a phenomenal job. As T has had 2 23-plus win years here at Gary County, and one of those ended in a regional final.
One of 3 teams in the history of Gary County High School to play in a regional championship.
He's done an outstanding job, and one of T's, one of his goals when he came back was to put the Gary County program, in a position to where they're going to be competing each and every year for a district championship and a regional championship, and he is by far exceeded that because now it's one of those times we've talked about the Gary County record obviously not being where T. Ellis or anybody else on the staff would want it to be. However, they're to the point now, Kyle, is when they show up, they're starting to see everybody's ones and twos, as opposed to sometimes you would see their 3s and their 4s.
Correct.
And so your record is not going to be what you want it to be each and every night or each and every year, but you're to the point now where you're on the map, and folks know when you come to the field that this is going to be a tough ball game. This is going to be lifted into the gaps as center fielder is going to be able to fly underneath of it is Bodner as they will make that first out as Hans Marbley goes down on a F8.
All right, to your point about Coach Ellis, I talked to him a little bit when he took the job. I was coaching at Boyle previous to COVID. We dealt with that a lot where when I was doing the middle school program, it just helped that transition so much.
Sure.
And he's done such a good job, making sure these kids coming in, even in the, you see how coaches take JV games and making sure these kids are ready for varsity opportunities so that you're not teaching while you're trying to win baseball games. They have to be ready for that. And he's done a great job making sure, as you said, you have a program. They have several sophomores starting tonight.
They do.
So clearly the cupboard's not bare. They're going to continue to build off this, and I'm sure they'll only get better under his leadership.
And you talking about he is dedicated to the program.
Correct.
I mean, he works these young men in the off season, honing their skills and getting them in shape and improving their strength. I mean, he is dedicated to building the Gary County baseball program.
You're just talking about a program. You look down through here and you look at his assistants. Of course, T graduated from Gary County. He's got Brian Mauberly, former player, graduated from Gary County. Jimmy Quinn, former player, graduated from Gary County. It's going to be a ground ball back to Patterson, as Patterson is going to decide, weirdly, to
needs some steps.
To run
Take it all the way.
first base, as that's going to be a one unassisted. I'd have to say back in the day somebody would probably ran over him if we were playing.
Yeah.
if we were playing. But it is what it is. And also is Adam Hardwick Jason Hardwick is Adam Jason's brother. Jason played for Garrett County, graduated. He's on here. So just having the history of the folks that have been in the program, the pride, just like you had back when you were coaching in Bull County.
Of course, I think that matters. People that have pride in the program, that care about the success, that have been a part of previous success and want to see that continue. You can't replace that.
Hagen Miller fouls off the second pitch. That's going to put him in an 0-2 position.
Uh-oh, we're opening up the notebook over here again.
Oh, Sandman. Who they call Sandman.
The Sandman.
Yeah. So think about the song Metallica.
Who'd they play that for when he came out to pitch?
The guy on Major League, Charlie
Sheen.
This going to be Miller. Wild Thing. Miller's going to 4-3 to end the bottom of the fourth inning.
Rivera.
There you go, Mariano Rivera.
Dude's on a heater over here, man.
Going into the fifth inning, Bull County leads Garrett County 3-0. When we come back, it'll be Bodner, Milburn, and Branham for Bull County Rebels, top of the fifth. This is Garrett County Golden Line Baseball here on the Golden Line Sports Network live from the Countryside BP studios.
Hey, I'm Micah Wade. I'm a lender at First Southern National Bank in Lancaster. I'm excited to serve the Garrett County community. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. Go Lions.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
Buy local, eat well at Marksberry Farm.
We're growing and we need you. Great people.
Great job. Come be part of our exciting future.
Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Farmers National Bank, we understand the unique needs of our community, whether personal banking, business banking, or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Lee's Famous Recipe, proud sponsor of the Player of the Game.
Welcome back, folks. Top of the fifth here at Garrett County Sports Complex. Garrett County Go Lions trail Bull County 3-0 as Folger entering his fifth inning of work. As it looked like T. Ellis had an arm getting ready in the bullpen, but Dr. Gresham, I think it's time that we've broke him in pretty good.
Oh, he's been stretching.
I think we just throw him the reins, and it's his time.
Oh, let's go.
It's all Kyle Bottoms from this point forward, folks.
Let's see if the viewership rises or drops from here. Well, like you said, Folger back on the mound here. You wonder if with them playing a doubleheader tonight, if both teams are thinking about tapping into their bullpen a little too early or how soon they want to get those other arms up. Like you said, Folger and Patterson both had some trouble last inning and both came back out. Patterson settled in. Let's see if Folger will do the same.
Unique situation playing a doubleheader, district doubleheader.
Rarely see a weekday doubleheader in high school baseball. But like you said, with it being district tournament time, these being the last two games to be played, it makes sense. A strike there to Bodner.
Oh, good pitch
Swing
there.
and a miss.
And with the doubleheader, it does. I know both coaches have to be aware of kind of keeping their arms fresh, right? And Folger's pitched a well of a game for Garrett County. I mean, the runs for Garrett County was just an inch away.
Yep.
Most of their hits, from the Garrett County defender. So, Folger's done a great job on the mound for the Golden Lions.
The 1-2, little high and out, according to Tony Gray.
Bodner 2 for 2 on the night.
I'm not going to disagree with anything with Tony Gray. I don't want to get on the wrong side of Tony Gray. What do you think?
Not me. I live in Danville. I don't want a speeding ticket.
That's
3-2 here to Bodner. 2 for 2 already tonight, as Scott said. I guess he's looking to go player of the week back-to-back weeks. Ball hit deep to right. Right fielder going back to the track. One hops the wall, and Bodner looks like he will make it easily.
He's a nice
standing into third base. Unbelievable athlete. Their family has just been good athletes coming through Boyle.
And when you think of Boyle County athletics, the last, 5, 6, 7 years,
Yep.
that family is somebody that you really think about.
No doubt. They both great kids, work really hard, and they're having a lot of success.
Leadoff hitter reaches base 4 out of the first 5 innings, Kyle. Not a good formula if you're Gary County Golden Lions.
It's what you like to see on the offensive side of the ball, but definitely not what you want to see for Gary County here. They've drawn the infield in again. As you say, with already being down 3, the last thing they want to do is make it 4. So I was looking up here. Bodner, I knew, he had 2 triples last week.
Oh, my goodness.
So that's his 3rd triple in the last.
He's got some speed.
Yep.
Reminds me of Scott Boland.
Shockingly, I didn't have many triples.
Second pitch lined out, center fielder going back. Looks like he has a beat on it. Noah will catch the ball, but Bodner will tag up from third and score easily, making it 4-0 Rebels. The top of the 5th. That's a great job there by the hitter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when you've got a runner on third.
Who was that up to bat there?
That was Milburn.
Yeah, I mean, so you just want to get the ball in the air and kind of get the runner in. In baseball, the old adage is get them on, get them over, get them in.
That'll do it. First pitch is a ball here to Branham. 1-0 count.
He's the one who drove the first.
He had the big, he had the big hit in the third. Just hit it past the right fielder.
Off-speed pitch.
Tony Gray said that one drops in.
That's a nice pitch right there.
That's
Had lots
a
of
great pitch,
movement.
backdoor.
Yeah, lots of movement.
Good to see movement and life in your pitches still in the 5th. Not exactly sure what pitch counts up to, but
good pitch there.
Got in on the hands. It's like you were talking about earlier, moving the ball around, threw a breaking ball in from the right-handed batter's box. Now a fastball in on his hands. See what he comes back here with 1-2. Breaking ball in on the hands, fouled away.
So how does your approach differ when you got 2 strikes?
I was always shorten up, try to be short to the baseball. You want to always expect fastball, but adjust to off speed. You don't have to have your biggest swing here. We don't have to hit the ball to the fence. We want to put something hard in play, try to put the pressure back on the defense.
And to be fair, it helps with a 29-inch bat.
You can make a 32-inch or 29 by choking up 3 inches.
So if you got a 29-inch bat and you choke up 3 inches,
right. Then I'm hitting it with my hands.
That's what a man does, right?
This will be the 84th pitch of the night for Foley.
Oh, my goodness. Let's go.
It's definitely that time of year where coaches are probably stretching guys out a little bit more, especially in Kentucky. A lot of those first couple of weeks, you got some cold weather. Obviously, no one's playing district games until later. That's another thing that's happened since I was playing. Breaking ball in the dirt there, swing and a miss. Caught by the catcher, strike 3. That'll be 2 outs.
All right, the crime dog. Whose nickname was the crime dog?
Oh, Fred McGriff. I knew that. I don't know. Why did I know that? I'm not sure. But
so,
Fred McGriff.
Fun fact here, the on-deck hitter for Boyle County, Logan Perry, I graduated high school with his dad, Bryce.
Bryce is his dad?
Yes.
He's a heck of a pitcher.
So, Bryce, that's his uncle, Blake.
Oh, it's Blake.
Yeah, Bryce was too, but Blake's the one that went on and played minor league baseball. But Bryce graduated with me. His dad, Glenn, was our Little League baseball coach along with my dad. And Glenn played minor league baseball.
Wow.
He played with Fred McGriff.
Wow.
What about that?
Talking about timing on that one.
Yeah. So that was
that's pretty good.
Yeah. Wow.
There's your going down a rabbit hole
Well
story.
done.
That's
That
good.
is a
That's
rabbit
a fun
hole.
fact.
What was the Little League team called?
We were the Yankees.
The Yankees.
We were the Yankees.
Oh, my goodness.
I never liked the Yankees. I hope Bart Lennox is still listening. I never liked
He's
the
a big
Yankees.
Yankees fan, isn't he?
He is. But
another reason
I loved playing for them, in Little League.
Did they have the highest payroll back in Little League?
They did not. They did not. We were lucky to get a cheeseburger, especially if you played for my dad and went like 0 for 4.
Yeah.
I bet he wasn't happy.
No
Pretty
milkshake
competitive.
for you.
Scott's a little competitive.
Yeah, some days you walked home.
No milkshake.
The good old days.
I understand that.
Oh, man.
Kyle, let me ask you this. When we played, they never had the batter's eye like they see out there right now.
Correct.
How much of a difference does that make from a batter and from an official or umpire standpoint?
Got him.
Huge difference.
Oh, I thought that was 2 strikes.
3-2 now, so full count. Here to row. I think the batter's eye makes a huge difference. And honestly, it's one of those things I don't think you realize it until you're in that box or standing behind the plate. It doesn't seem that big of a deal from here. We watch it a little more. Foul ball down the left field line. We'll keep it 3-2. but we kind of see the ball the whole time. When you're in there, of course, different places, the sun factors in.
Sure.
But that batter's eye makes a huge difference on the clarity of the ball, which hitting baseball is hard enough. The last thing you're wanting is any type of distraction
No doubt.
in your background. Fastball misses inside, and that'll be a walk. And Logan Perry will come here to the plate with a runner on first, 2 outs. Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner at first for the catcher. I believe that is
number 1.
See which team? Number 1, Owen Wheeler, sophomore.
Is that
Brian Wheeler?
Is that Brian?
That
Wheeler?
is Cecil.
Okay.
Big C's.
Big C.
That's Brian's nephew.
Okay.
Brian was the first baseman when we played travel ball together. He was our first baseman way back in the day.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He was my assistant high school baseball coach.
Was he? Brian was a nice baseball player.
Good dude.
He was a really nice baseball player.
This next nickname is going to be a little tougher.
All right, it's ramping up.
Yeah. Spuds.
Spud Webb.
No.
Played for the Hawks.
So this was a little tougher.
Spuds.
And I had to look this one up because this was one of my probably 3 or 4 favorite baseball players of all time.
Oh, wow.
Is it Tony Gwynn?
So, no. You got to go back to what we were talking about with the Reds.
Okay.
All right. So, third baseman.
Oh, Chris Sabo.
Chris Sabo.
Wow,
yeah,
I was going to say, never would have known that was his nickname.
His nickname was Spuds.
Gotcha.
His
Yeah, I
nickname
didn't know
was
that.
Spuds.
Chris Sabo.
Isn't Chris Sabo?
Yeah,
We'll
I
do
told you.
We'll
Not
do a
too,
little research. I think Chris Sabo's coaching baseball.
Oh, my goodness.
Just 3 years ago, he was playing in a golf qualifier at Danville Country Club.
I remember you telling me
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
he was. He got in the playoffs, matter of fact. Michael Hall beat him.
Well, that wasn't real nice for Michael.
That
Hall.
was not very nice for Michael
You
Hall.
bring Chris Sabo in to play in
Yeah,
the golf
that's right.
tournament.
Beat him. I remember I went out there. It was in a playoff. And Michael made about a 15-foot putt. It
Oh,
was
my
some type of
goodness.
qualifier. I don't know if it's like a senior am qualifier.
I
or
just
something.
loved how Sabo played the game. I mean, he was diving for everything and got dirty, and he'd rather the ball hit him in the chest and pick it up and throw a runner out. And I mean, he was just a tough player. That's trouble, Scott.
Line driving the gap.
Yeah, that could be another run for Bull County.
Into right center. That looks like the runner will score all the way from first there. Stand-up double for Perry.
Perry 3 for 3 on the night.
Man,
Moved
he's
to
had a nice
5.
game.
And that's another one of those players, some good sophomore talent in this game on both sides. As you talked about, that's going to make the future bright for both programs. I know both teams have improved their middle school programs over the years as well. I think this game is going to be one you're going to continue to see make the 45th district tough to get
Oh,
through.
yeah. Man, it's a tough district.
It always has been.
Yeah.
We've always said across the state, not just the 12th region, but, some districts you can almost pencil in the 2 teams that make it to the region every year. But that's not the case for hardly any sport in the 45th.
No, I agree.
Blaine Kinney up to bat here.
0 for 2 on the night. Actually, 0 for 1 as he had a sacrifice in the 4th inning. Ooh.
Lined out to left.
Nice play. Nice play.
Great play. Sliding to a knee there for the 3rd out.
Atta
So the
boy.
Rebels score 2 there in the top of the 5th. We'll see what the Lions got coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. And we'll be right back on the Golden Lions Sports Network on the Countryside BP Studios.
Bob Allen is Danville's deal maker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com. Bob Allen is a proud supporter of Garrett County Athletics.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Students, get ready now. The Garrett County Area Technology Center nursing program engages students and offers an accelerated path to a nursing career. Fast track to a great future by gaining hands-on experience and training. Ready? Why wait? Make tomorrow today at the Garrett County Area Technology Center.
Safe, secure, DocuBit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document and digital destruction by the area's premier data protection service. Call DocuBit.
Welcome back, folks. We're here at Garrett County Sports Complex. Top of 5 just happened. We're now at the bottom of the 5. Bull County leads 5-0. Now back to your play-by-play guy, Kyle Bottoms.
I thought this was like a half-inning type deal. But,
No way, man.
You've let Scott know you can take a break.
That's
Wow.
right.
It's what's happening.
are we doing the doubleheader?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey,
Let's just keep going. Let's do
I will
a
tell you
triple
a
header.
funny / true story is we did a Gary County game one night, and it was really, really, really cold. And Dr. Gresham, about the bottom of the second inning, said, "Hey, I got to go to the bathroom," and he didn't come back till like the 5th inning. Like he was done. Like he just kept sending me people to talk to.
That's a bunch of guest appearances.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
I'm a team player.
He
I'm a
was
team
done.
player.
I love it.
He said, "I'm out."
All right, the last nickname I have for you.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. So, who did they call Oil Can? Who was the Oil Can?
So
I've heard that.
The Oil Can.
He was a pitcher.
Yeah, he was a pitcher.
Hold on a second. I think I could come up with this one if I'm pressed enough here. Hold on one second. Go back to Kyle here. Let me
Patterson back on the mound to start the
marinate
bottom
on
of the
this one.
5th here. First pitch swinging.
Brady
Reeser. It's another sophomore, correct?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we got a lot of sophomore talent out
Second
here
baseman. Second baseman must mean he's got the strongest arm on the team.
Yeah, that's according to Scott
Really?
Boland.
I'm going to do an in-game interview, and I'm going to ask him what size his bat is.
If it's 29
He's using
inches,
a 29-inch bat.
It's not
I'm going to tell
29
him.
inches.
I'm going to tell him to find a new role model, new idol.
29-inch Easton, baby.
Second pitch up and in, ball 2. 2-1 count here. Patterson looking to settle in and get through 5 as well. That pitch comes in at the knees, according to Tony Gray. 2-2. Yeah, like you said, Patterson looks to settle back in. That pitch was a good firm strike on the outside corner, but not overthrowing there. Fouled away straight back.
Reeser had the first home run on this field,
Wow.
Kyle.
Really?
That's cool.
That's a really cool claim to fame.
Yeah, it really is.
How many home runs did you hit, Scott?
I hit 5.
Wow. Let's go.
Yeah, hit
Yeah.
5. I hit 3 my senior year, 2 my junior year. And I will tell you, I could not hit one out unless the guy was throwing pretty hard.
Yeah. Had to run into it. Yeah, you weren't supplying the power.
I was
They're
not
supposed
supplying.
to.
29 inch.
I was using physics to help me hit one out.
Well, they've been talking all about these torpedo bats
That's
now.
right.
And his didn't have much of a barrel to run into. So foul ball down the right field line. Great efforts. Kind of in that Bermuda Triangle and hits right off the first baseman's glove.
Now, what's these different bats that they're
We're talking about the torpedo ones,
Yeah,
right?
the
are,
torpedo.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it
what,
seems to be all kinds
what's y'all's take on that?
I told somebody I think if it falls within the rules, and that's what the rules are, then I'm an official at heart. I'm all for the rules. So if it is a loophole or a manufacturer detail and it still falls within the rules, I'm great with it. But according to some things I've heard, they're already looking at mixing them and banning them. Yep.
Oh.
Fat. A little breaking ball up in the air, cued out to center field. Bodner does come in and catch it. Thought that ball might drop. But
Yeah, it kind of had a little different
It did.
trajectory, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it kind of hit it off the cap a little bit. I'm looking out here in left field again at this scoreboard.
It's
And the
pretty
fact
cool.
that, we've just got, it looks like a major league scoreboard. That
It's
they're
pretty cool.
showing, the batter coming up. He's doing some different, showing off the Garrett on the jersey and the number on the back, flexing a little bit. I mean, that's got to be so cool
that's
as a
cool.
high school kid.
What would be your walk-up song?
Man.
It's tough one to put you on the
Yeah,
spot,
we're gonna
right?
have to-
But
we're gonna have to think
think
on
about that one.
Mine's a no-brainer.
Emily, if you're listening, you need to tell us what do you think Kyle's walk-up song would
Yeah,
be?
Texas, Emily,
Man,
tell us.
yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
That's what it's always interesting to hear what other people's take is on what
sure.
your walk-up song would be.
Yeah.
Well,
Come
why
up
don't
with
we
your
start
own.
with Kyle? Emily, text Kyle what his walk-up song is and what Scott Boland's walk-up song would be.
But text me because depending on what you say is whether I repeat it on air or not.
That's what makes it good. You have to repeat it.
Another
Could
one
be
hit off
trouble.
the end of the bat.
No.
Second baseman's back.
Well, mine's Party in the USA.
Ball's
I
caught,
mean,
2 outs.
quite
Without
arguably
a
the
doubt.
best song that's ever made.
I've always
Party in the
so
USA.
to me that's the argument. I've got a buddy that's huge into UFC, and I've always joked about it's whether the song is for you, is the song trying to get your head in the
Right.
right space or fire you up, or is the song for the audience? Because was it last year, year before, one or two of the Kentucky baseball players had some great walk-up songs.
Oh, yeah.
Because it got the crowd into it. So are you trying to get the crowd in? You both, that's
I tell you
a
what,
lot to factor in.
I've got UK baseball season tickets, and
Okay.
we've been up to a couple of games. And, that team embraces weird.
Oh,
I mean, man, and I mean, folks, if you get to go to a UK baseball game, just watch the dugout. I mean, you can watch the dugout, and that would be fine for the whole entire game.
No doubt. You talk about that at the high school level. These coaches are, line drive here to right field, gets between the first and second baseman. Folger on first. Trying to help himself out a little bit here tonight.
He's a nice player. I mean, he's done a great job on the mound, contribute at the plate for Garrett County. Garrett County is blessed to have that young man playing baseball.
And what did I say? Another sophomore, right?
Yep.
All right, so we've got a courtesy runner here.
Logan Ballard.
2 outs, runner on first. Quinn back up to the plate.
Really like to see Logan square one up here.
I'd love to see him run into one. Ground ball to the shortstop. He'll take the easy one to second for the force. That'll be the 3rd out to end the inning. After 5 complete, 5-0 Rebels. And we will be right back on the Golden Lion Sports Network and the Countryside BP Studios.
Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
The Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, where business meets community. Business and community members alike can get involved, stay informed, and take advantage of helpful insights. Supporting local means a healthier community. Sound good? Then the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce is for you.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. You'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Welcome back, folks, here at Garrett County Sports Complex. Top of the 6th, Garrett County Golden Lions trail the Rebels of Bull County 5-0. Up for the Bull County Rebels will be Caden Patterson, Colin Wise, and back to the top of the order in Clonch. Now back to your main man, Kyle Bottles, with play-by-play. It's tonight's baseball action.
Well, as we talked about during the break, the Golden Lions are rolling Folger back out for the top of the 6th. And as we said, he's pitched a great game tonight.
Yes, he has.
A couple errors on throws or, where it's allowed runners to advance, and a couple balls hit that have just dropped in, caused him a little bit of trouble. But, he's thrown well. We said this is the time of year they're probably looking to extend his pitch count a little bit and build him up for the stretch run here and into the postseason. And he's quickly ahead 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, especially in a doubleheader, the ability to eat innings is definitely really important for your baseball team.
Well, we talk about it's just so rare that you see this during a weekday game. Ball's hit firm out to left center field, nose tracking, and he'll make the play in the gap for the 1st out.
Oh, my goodness. Look at these blizzards in front of us. What's our favorite blizzard?
Whichever one I get.
All I know is that girl
right there.
That girl has a cotton candy blizzard, and I can tell you there is 0% chance I would ever order one, and my wife swears by them.
Really?
Cotton candy blizzard?
Says it's the best one they have.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to try it next time. I have a weak moment.
We have text.
Uh-oh. We got walk-up songs?
She's asking questions. All right. I told you it does matter.
There's no clarifications.
Your walk-up song now or your walk-up song in high school.
Yes.
Because I'm too young to know any of those songs.
That's true.
You know what? At 35 years old, I'm not even mad about that.
Let's go. How about his walk-up song right now?
How about
Emily?
now, Emily?
Yeah, right now, Emily.
Yeah,
That's
you
pretty
didn't
good.
know any songs.
Yeah, that's
in
a
08.
zinger right there, man.
She was in middle school.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little conversation here.
Caught him out.
So they're asking him,
strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, strike. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, Emily likes cotton
candy blizzards.
Cotton candy blizzards.
Scott says the one in front of him.
That's right. I'll take any of them. I probably, if you had to pin me down, I would probably say.
I've got an easy answer.
Maybe Oreo.
Oreo all the way.
I'm a classic Oreo guy.
Yes. Probably be my favorite.
If anyone is in Lancaster and can get 3 Oreo blizzards, 4. I thought maybe you wanted a different one. We'll take 4. Nobody's
the way he was talking about Oreo
when he
blizzards
said, "Come on," I thought we were getting disrespected. I was like,
that's
swing and a miss there.
So how about
strike out for Folger? Will be the second out.
some fish from Lee's?
Oh, my.
We're going for the
An
trifecta.
Oreo blizzard.
But do not bring whatever that fajita omelet is.
Yes, fajita. Oh, you got to try it. It's got potatoes.
It's pretty gross.
Coach Ellis on the way out to the mound for a mound visit here. Now, I'm not as familiar. Does Coach Ellis make some pitching visits, or if he makes a visit, is it usually a change?
Well, they don't have anybody. They had somebody in the bullpen earlier warming up.
Okay.
I don't see anybody there now. Doesn't mean somebody's not already warm, but looks like that they're just talking about Clonch coming up tonight. I mean, Clonch is a leadoff hitter. He's 1 for 2 on the night with a walk and a base hit and a fly out to right field. But I think Coach was probably just figuring out a little strategy here with Clonch back at the top of the order.
He's quick.
Well, no doubt.
Really
and then you
quick.
got Bodner on deck, who, like we said, has been hot for a week. You definitely want to give your pitcher a chance to settle in. Might even let him know that this is his last inning, so he uses whatever he's got left. Go after this guy. Try to get a 1, 2, 3 and get back in the dugout.
JJ, what's your favorite blizzard?
I like pecan.
Pecan?
Butter pecan.
Butter pecan. I've never had a butter pecan blizzard.
I will say I had a Snickerdoodles one time. It was
Snickerdoodle.
really good.
Yeah.
Big fan of Snickerdoodles.
Birthday cake.
Second pitch is a breaking ball outside. Counts 2-0 here on Clonch.
Honestly, these were about the same conversations we had in the dugout when I was playing back in the day. It was pretty close. Except we
You
didn't
and
have
Scotty Meredith.
Yeah, we just didn't have a bliss. We didn't have a Dairy Queen in Lancaster back then.
So, Kyle, one of the things we have debated the last 3 years pretty significantly is pineapple on a pizza. Are you pro pineapple or anti pineapple on pizza?
I'm one of the guys they probably make fun of. I'm pro.
Oh,
my
talk to me.
gosh.
Talk
I'm
to
pro.
me. Let's go. Who's not?
Ball four,
who
there's the
wouldn't
walk.
be pro?
I love Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if Mike Webster was listening, here's a great story. Mike Webster and I refereed a Thanksgiving or Christmas tournament type game at Georgetown College. It was like a 10 a.m. tip. We got straight in the car afterwards and drove to Nashville for the Kentucky-Vanderbilt game that
Oh,
day.
my goodness.
We stopped in Elizabethtown and dropped the car. And on the way there, we were talking about ordering a pizza. So we just pick one up, keep driving, not even have to stop. We discussed it and both figured out that we both like Hawaiian pineapple pizza.
I mean,
And
who
that might be
doesn't?
the only person
Yeah.
I've ever got when it's just one-on-one to agree. And we split a pizza riding down the road to
I mean, who
Nashville.
doesn't like Hawaiian
Straight to the Kentucky
pizza?
Vandy.
Yeah.
I think that's the craziest thing. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Pineapples do not belong on pizza. Webster, if you're hearing it, this is crazy.
You need to listen to everybody, Scott. Everybody's telling you it's good.
I like pineapples separately.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of putting on pizza. And there are some things, like I've seen them on hams. You know, you have hams and somebody else see a pineapple. There's
the same basis.
There's
It's just a pizza.
Pineapple upside down cake. But there's not pineapple pizza. I mean, whoever came up with that? I mean,
A genius.
Oh, my
So
gosh.
Clonch walked, and that'll lead to a pitching change. Folger out to center, it looks like, or
Yeah,
at least the
Jaden
outfield,
O.
and Jaden O's in here to pitch.
Jaden O coming in with 18.1 innings on the year, giving up 19 hits, 12 runs. He's got a 3.05 ERA. Started 3 games, appeared in 8. This is a senior center fielder for Gary County.
You know, Jaden's just been a great athlete, great leader.
Great
for the
family,
basketball and baseball team the last few years. You know, I've had the privilege of watching him on the basketball court and on the baseball field. He's just that guy that leads by example, plays hard, never takes a night off. And as I said, one of the kids that you rarely see him have a bad attitude or hang his head. And I think people feed off that. Too many kids these days don't seem to have that fight when things don't go their way. And he's the type that kind of gets guys back on that winning path or go in the right direction. And I know Coach McCray and Coach Ellis love to have a guy on the team like him.
Yeah, I would tell you that, and wearing that Garrett County across his chest, it means something.
It does.
You know, it means something to him. And representing his family, his school, his community. Man, you know, we've had the pleasure of interviewing him many times here on the Gold Line Sports Network, and just the love that he has for Garrett County always rings true.
I don't want to be Captain Obvious here. However, we are playing a doubleheader. It's a 6 inning at 7:42. I'm thinking there could be some late nights here for some folks.
Projected 8:30 first pitch. What do you think the odds are we get?
0. About the odds that Scott's going to try a piece of pineapple pizza.
I'm out on that. That's for sure. I could see bologna and cheese in
do
mine.
you eat like a supreme pizza that
Yeah, I do. I
have no interest in a black olive even by itself.
See, there you go. I'm
why
not
are
an
we
olive
putting that
guy.
on a, like we're just ruining pizza.
I don't-
Putting all that nonsense on.
To
it.
be fair, I would probably ask for the black olives not to be on there because those are not my favorite. About the only thing I would ask to not be on there. However, I've never.
How about jalapenos?
Yes,
I love
I'm
jalapenos on
in
pizza.
on jalapenos.
So see, do a jalapeno and a pineapple.
No,
so you get the
no.
sweetness as well as the spice.
I like that.
Yeah. That's when you get a salad. I put raisins in my salad and
mercy.
jalapenos. Yeah.
Oh, mercy. I'm not going to win this one.
Is that going to be the interview question for the next guy that joins you?
Probably,
You can't go
sure.
with Caleb on this. Somebody's got to be on my side.
Do you put potatoes in your chili? And what do you think about pineapples on a pizza?
Favorite blizzard.
we all agree there.
Walk-up song.
That's easy.
Walk-up song.
Yeah, we do want to know a walk-up song if Emily's still out there. She may be processing this one.
Yeah, it's almost bedtime, people. We
Oh,
might be-
That's true. I'm with you for sure.
Mom's in the torture chamber right now. She's just trying to get to
Wondering
bedtime.
why you're broadcasting a baseball game.
There's not nice things being said about me.
Same in my house.
He's a pretty good kid.
Tell you what, though, anytime you put a kid to bed, it's at night. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, I have a
Especially
hard time
since we've been outside.
Yeah, I have a hard time every night. I just tell mine good night. It's when you have a 15 and an 18. It's a little easier.
Bodner's up here. He's behind 0-2. Nose coming in and making quick work of getting ahead. The runner's moving at first, ball outside, and the throw down.
Uh-oh.
Great job by the shortstop.
Yes, it was.
Getting over there to cut that ball off. Ball was thrown to the bag just like it's supposed to be. Defense wasn't moving with 2 outs. They were going to field their position first. And a stolen base by Clunch.
Oh, my goodness.
Bodner's
Show
3
Scott
for 3
Bowling,
on the
Mark
night.
Centers.
Ooh, man, that's
Oh,
nice.
my
man.
goodness.
Man.
Needs a little pineapple.
Man.
I mean,
Some
how about those
pineapple
nachos?
on some pulled pork
Derek
nachos.
Lynch
Oh,
chimes
my
in,
goodness.
says Kyle
Derek
Bottoms
Lynch.
is the man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Derek Lynch. Now,
We got a Derek Lynch sighting.
what's the chance that Derek is in his favorite Gary County shirt?
Yeah.
Hey, there's a good chance.
I mean, he almost wears it every night. Is what Vanna told me.
It goes along
She
with-
cannot get him out of that Gary County
He loves
shirt.
it.
Yeah,
I mean, he loves it. That guy.
Now, I don't know if he wears it on Rebel Night. You know?
yeah. Oh, he's wearing it. He's wearing it.
Bodner 3 for 3 on the night as he comes up for his 4th at-bat on the game.
So we were. So I just got the text from my wife,
Oh,
and she
let's go.
said that the walk-up song now would be "Dance Like a Fraggle," which is a Miss Rachel song, which honestly probably would be the most listened to song on my playlist.
That's great.
Runner's moving
Got
to third
him.
here.
Got him.
Good
Got
throw
him.
down. Tries to avoid the tag, but tagged out to end the inning. At third, Bodner will lead off again to lead off the next inning. So no runs across for the Rebels in the top of the 6th. And we will be back shortly on the Golden Line Sports Network on the Countryside BP studios.
Like a good neighbor, Katie Farthing and her State Farm team are there.
Pretty good at it.
Now's the perfect time to call and make sure you're getting the coverage and price you deserve at Katie Farthing State Farm.
But here's your Pastor Wendell statement. Your prayer life is a transcript of your prophetic future. What you're praying today is written down on what you will see tomorrow. Don't stop praying. Amen.
That's right. I listened to the second one. And welcome back, folks, here at Garrett County Sports Complex, bottom of the 6th inning. Garrett County Golden Lions trying to get some runs across the board as they've got no runs on 2 hits tonight, but have been able to put some pressure on Bull County. And starting pitcher Caden Patterson, sophomore, has done a really nice job tonight. And for the play-by-play action, back to our man Kyle Bottoms.
Patterson is back out here for the bottom of the 6th.
So, man, those nachos from Mark
Smell
Centers look
so
awful nice.
good.
So what makes a perfect nacho?
Man, I would have just.
Like, what do you want on your nachos?
The older I get, the more I like those pulled pork and
I do too.
I love
brisket,
like
brisket
a
or
craft
pulled pork.
nacho.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
don't get me wrong. I don't think you can go anything. I mean,
Yeah.
chips and cheese. Yeah, chips and cheese.
JJ said what Mark had. That's
Exactly.
his favorite. That's his favorite nachos.
Nothing's as good as a walking taco.
So my wife.
That's the best.
Again, you know,
The
I'm going to get a
best.
lot of credit. At least if I'm gone, I'm getting a lot of wife references on here. So
That's right. You are.
My wife's goal every time she goes with me when I referee is to judge the nachos.
There you go.
See,
and
I
it
love
really
nachos.
determines whether she
I
wants to
love
go back or
nachos.
not.
So you've been a lot of places. So
been a
Emily,
few.
I would like your top 2 or 3 nacho places.
Yes.
Throughout basketball, it could be high school, college,
Yeah.
wherever it may be. Well, I want to know, and I will rate the SEC tournaments walking tacos as a 10 out of 10. All 6 of them that I had
I'll get down.
were really good.
Line drive out to left center field. Bodner's got a beat on it. Caught for the first out.
So we went down to the ACC tournament for 2 days.
Right.
And so, you know, when you've seen the show Cheers, right? When
Yes.
Norm walks in and everybody
Yep.
says.
We visited the bar in Boston.
There you go.
When Scott
We did.
walked up to the walking taco stand, that's what they were doing to Scott.
She said, "Welcome back."
He might have had it not once,
That's
not
awesome.
twice, not 3 times.
First name basis.
And I'm convinced the 7th would have been just as good as any of the others if I'd have went back.
But to be fair, he's getting the steps in.
I was getting my
It's
steps
a
in.
walking
Yeah.
taco.
I was. Our
First
seats were
pitch
not
across
close.
is a strike. Foul ball straight back, 0-2.
Yeah, I tell you, Garrett being down here in the bottom of the 6th, it's imperative that Gary get some runners on base.
Correct.
Get some runners on base, put some game pressure on Patterson, and then Gary try to get on the board. Maybe that first run is always the hardest run to get.
Yep. And just as important, Patterson clearly knows, pitch count's getting up. You're going to try to
That's
get
right.
through the 6th, maybe even the 7th, and he has gotten ahead of both batters here and looks to make quick work with a strike on the outside corner, strike 3, 2 up and 2 down.
Yeah, kind of painted that outside corner right there.
He did. Looked like he threw a nice changeup, something that worked back.
It looked like Parsons knew it, too, because
Yep.
he just kind of dropped his head and turned.
And that's been a strike all night.
And some Auberly coming to the plate as he is 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice.
Yeah,
in the
made
second
good contact, I think, last time up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Flew out to center field.
Yep.
Breaking ball gets away from him a little high there.
You made reference to earlier, Kyle. This is a pitching matchup we could see in the years to come.
No doubt. Yeah, with 2 sophomores on the mound, both foul ball straight back there. Both look to be very composed. That's
Right.
what's impressed me tonight. Both of them have had several situations with runners on, high pressure situations, and nobody's done anything, to try to do it all by themselves. They let them put the ball in play. The defense work. Strike there on the outside
he is
corner.
hitting that spot right there. My goodness.
Almost seems like he's throwing it harder now than he did the first couple of innings.
It's one of those guys you like to see that. Guys that maybe settle in, build up a little stamina, fought through a tough inning there, and he's bounced back, and he's just looked just as sharp here in the bottom of the 6th as he has the whole game. Foul ball down the right field line will carry out.
It was almost on
Did
the
it
tennis
get
courts.
onto the new tennis court? No, it didn't make it.
No, it didn't make it.
And it wasn't on the roof of the high school.
That's,
So
that's
it's a
even
win-win.
better. That's a win-win right
It's a
there.
baseball coming back to the program.
There you go.
Now that one would have probably had a little over top. That was probably parking lot. I can't tell you how many times we went and got baseballs off the top of the school. Had to know the secrets to get up there. It wasn't just anybody. You had to
Well, my secret was I had a key.
That's usually a good secret in most places.
But there was a
2-2,
way.
low and out, full count here.
There was a secret way up there. Yeah.
I would like to know the amount of baseballs that got hit on top of that.
there's
spot.
a lot.
Goodness, yeah.
There's a lot. We'd have to go up about every practice and get them if we were having BP.
Oh, if not, you'd run out of baseballs.
Because we didn't have
That's
these
a
really
fastball in.
We didn't have these fancy, nets that go around your home plate, that they take BP in now. Logan Quinn coming to the plate tonight as he is 0 for 3 on the night.
Looks like we have a different hitter coming up. I think they
I'm
maybe
sorry.
announced it. It's number 8.
I'm sorry, that is going to be Logan
Anderson.
Okay.
Logan Anderson. Yeah.
We got a runner on first, 2 outs here.
Let's see Garrett County get something going right here.
Anderson hit by a pitch in the second inning. He was thrown out one unassisted in a unique play in the fourth.
Ball low and away there. See the catcher? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
we
yeah.
got the Powerade towel hanging out the back pocket.
Oh, I like that.
Got to be able to wipe the hand off
Oh,
of all
yeah.
these runners he's throwing out and keep that hand dry. That was a little bit of overthrow there.
Well, I tell you,
Bounced
I
in
mean,
the turf.
we've seen Logan just throw some great throws to get runners out for Bull County here tonight.
He's looked great, and as we talked about, they're clearly trying to put some pressure on him, see if they can make some plays, and he's rose to the occasion, kept them calm on the base paths tonight. Foul ball back.
2-1 count. It's still a good hitting count.
Like aggressive swing right there, 2-0, down 5-0. Want to try to make something happen. Took a good hack on a good pitch in the zone. Runner leads at first. Another ball low and out. 3-1 here, as you said, another hitter's count.
Oh, yeah, hitter's count.
Got to be your pitch. Don't want to chase anything. Patterson's walked the previous batter, laboring a little bit here. Definitely want to try to get to him if you can. Another ball low and away.
The goal lines need to take advantage of this. Runners on first and second here, bottom of the sixth
Patterson
inning.
with a look to the dugout, and Blair is on his way out.
Yeah.
Looks like that'll be it for him here.
I didn't see him have anybody. Oh, they do have somebody in the
I think there's one in the bullpen. Yeah, I was looking to see if we got any, motion.
Looks like that's Andrew Holder in the dugout, or excuse me.
Catchers are scurrying in the dugout, so maybe we're just going to get hot. Maybe this is just, kind of like Coach Ellis did last inning.
Oh, my goodness.
Talk to him, calm him down, so we can do. Oh, don't even put that on the air.
Man,
9-0 Cardinals.
Thumbing.
9-0 Cardinals.
Man, they got a touchdown and a safety.
Yikes.
Well, we went Monday night, and I'm glad we went Monday night.
Oh, my word. Who was pitching for the Reds tonight? Who was the starter?
Reds had won.
Petty. Oh, yeah, they brought him up from AAA taxi squad.
Probably going to go
for the
back to Louisville
doubleheader
tonight.
Looks like he's going back to Louisville. Yeah.
They'd won, 5 in a row before the first one.
For the first,
the first game today was trying to get to 6, which they haven't done but twice in the last 12 years.
Yeah. They come back tomorrow and have Green on the mound, I believe, for the day game.
Hagan Miller at the plate for the Golden Lions, 0 for 2 tonight.
First and second, 2 outs. First pitch is a strike over the outside corner.
Karen Barnes listening in tonight says, let's go Garrett County.
Let's go. Let's have a big base hit here.
Ball inside. 1-1 count to Miller. First and second, 2 outs. Hit would do wonders right here.
Yes, it would.
Ball grounded to second baseman. Charges in. Makes the play at first for the 3rd out. And that'll do it for the Golden Lions in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back for the 7th inning on the Golden Lions Sports Network in the Countryside BP Studios. Right.
Bob Allen is Danville's deal maker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com. Bob Allen is a proud supporter of Garrett County Athletics.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Students, get ready now. The Garrett County Area Technology Center nursing program engages students and offers an accelerated path to a nursing career. Fast track to a great future by gaining hands-on experience and training. Ready? Why wait? Make tomorrow today at the Garrett County Area Technology Center.
Safe, secure, DocuBit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document and digital destruction by the area's premier data protection service. Call DocuBit.
Welcome back, folks. Top of the 7th inning here at Garrett County Sports Complex. The Garrett County Golden Lions trail Bull County Rebels 5-0. Jaden No back on the mound for his first full inning for the Golden Lions as he stepped in replacement of Corbin Folger. Pitched a really nice ball game tonight. Folger goes to the center field as they just make a clean swap as Bull County will be sending up number 2, 3, and 4 in Bodner, Milburn, and Branham. Back to our play-by-play guy, Kyle Bottoms.
Looks like we might have change here.
Yeah.
It should be
Bodner was that, right?
33. Let's see who we got here.
So 33 is going to be Cole Jarnigan.
I think he may have come in defensively the last inning.
Yeah, he's a freshman.
So in front of Brent. So it looks like he's in for Milburn.
Actually, this would be Bodner because Bodner, they threw Clonch out.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
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 We got a. Yeah.
Yeah, Bodner was at bat.
Might want to phone down to
Ellis
and get an easy out here. I think we have a. An incorrect batter here. Mobberly looks to be looking up this way and wondering if something's incorrect. But here we go. Jarnigan fouls one off. 0-2.
I don't think we ever heard Scott's walk-up song.
So on deck, you're right, you didn't. On deck, Caleb Branham, this should be Bodner up to bat.
Correct. Ground ball hit up the middle. Shortstop makes a play, ranging to his left.
Oh,
Fires
my
to first.
goodness.
What a great play.
Nice
Throws
play.
him out. Runner hustled down the line. Shortstop made a great play coming across, making the throw on the second base side of the bag.
What a play. Zach Stacy getting it done. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's your second baseman. You make that play, drop your hat
Well,
and sunglasses. I'll pick them up for you, too.
To be fair, the shortstop's got a strong arm, second strongest on the team. So, when he's able to make that, he's going to be able to make a nice play.
Were you that rangy when you played?
Oh, my
Did
gosh.
you cover the left side, the second base side of the bag?
You wouldn't believe.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe.
I wouldn't.
And I'm standing on that. You wouldn't believe. You would not believe.
What a first out.
I'm still confused as our batting lineup.
Yeah, I believe.
I'm not sure if maybe there's been something that we don't know about, but I'm pretty sure Bodner.
No, we talked about it. I know that's how we talked about it. Went off
yeah.
there. We were saying that he would lead back
Oh,
off.
yeah.
And I have to think if I was as hot as Bodner was lately, there's no way I wouldn't have gone back. They would have fought me.
Yeah, if you're Garrett, you're fine with that.
There's probably a reason he didn't stop. You got the pinch hitter coming up for Milburn.
Oh, yeah.
Even if Coach Ellis knew, which I'm sure he knew, there's not a chance I would have been like,
Oh,
hey,
no,
bring the player of the week from last week back up.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get him another at bat. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Runner will jog down to first. Be thrown out on the swing and a miss for the second out of the inning.
Hey, Jay No's getting it done on the mound for Garrett County.
Jay No is, like we talked about, just a competitor. Guy coming in, making the best of the opportunity here. 2 up, 2 down. Rowe will come to the plate.
Rowe on the night 0 for 2 with a walk in the 5th inning and a run scored.
Logan Perry on deck, as we said, has had a good night tonight. Love to get this third out, 3 up, 3 down. Fastball in the outside corner, first pitch strike.
Mike Bolin checks in tonight, says, let's go Garrett County. Jaden No.
Let's go Mike Bolin.
Ball in the dirt, check swing, checks to first. Umpire says no, he didn't.
Leanna Robinson said, that's my boy, go Zach. That was a heck of a play.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Really nice play. Next game for Garrett County will be May the 2nd.
Line drive at the center field. He's got to beat on it and catch it for the third out. That'll be 3 up, 3 down for the Golden Lions. Coming to bat in the bottom of the 7th, looking to scratch off 5 or 6. And we will return to see that on the Golden Lions Sports Network in the Countryside BP studios.
Hey, I'm Micah Wade. I'm a lender at First Southern National Bank in Lancaster. I'm excited to serve the Garrett County community. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. Go Lions.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
Buy local, eat well at Marksberry Farm.
We're growing and we need you. Great people.
Great job. Come be part of our exciting future.
Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Farmers National Bank, we understand the unique needs of our community, whether personal banking, business banking, or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Lee's Famous Recipe, proud sponsor of the Player of the Game.
Come back, folks, as we're talking basketball here off the air with assigning secretary Kyle Bottles. But tonight, he is the Gary County version of Bob Euchre, as he is coming in and bringing the heat, man. As we so Kyle, bottom of the 7th inning. Hopefully, Gary County pulls off a win here. But what's it been like? We've thrown you to the wolves. That first time, you've not had any experience with it. Is it harder, easier, about what you thought?
Well, I'll say this. It's different. Anytime you have the headset on, microphone, you know you're actually talking. You know, we can sit here, the three of us, and talk baseball and stuff all day, but when you're trying to also provide for the listener, that's a little bit different, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I can't thank both of you enough for having me on. Like I said, I really respect what you guys both do for the student-athletes here at Garrett County and across the region. So to be a part of it is really cool, and as I said, baseball is, my first love, and to call a game and be, I've always wanted to do.
Sure.
So to get to do it, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, you'll definitely be back. And to be fair, we didn't set the bar too high, so you didn't have to make a big jump to get over it.
Well,
but you've been outstanding.
Well, you said it's gone well, so I guess the next time we'll have to discuss, stipend, contract, NIL, something like
let's
that.
go.
Well, we did talk a little bit about all-you-can-eat fish.
Cue balled or to the first baseman on the move, catches it for the first out.
I'm telling you,
hit off the end of the bat.
The Lee's famous recipe fish in Lancaster's, it's the real deal. Fridays and Sundays, and we went out and tried it. And you listen to fat guys about food.
That's right.
There's a reason why we got the body types we have, because we like to eat.
You don't go back to places that don't have good food.
That's right.
They sponsor the Player of the Game.
They do have the Player of the Game,
right.
Sponsored by Lee's famous recipe. All-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Sundays.
And we talked about Patterson is back out for the 7th inning of work here.
Eating innings, man.
Looking to go for the complete game, which would be huge with a doubleheader looming, because as you know, nobody has a clue how the next game will go, how many innings we might play, and how many pitchers you might need. So Patterson's done a great job getting to the 7th, only allowing 2 hits, no runs.
It's going to be a long night in Lancaster.
It's going to be a long night. But the good thing is, like I said, we got brand new lights.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful complex.
You'll get to see the lights in all their glory for the entire game.
Now, do they have the light show?
Oh,
they change color?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Different colors running up the light poles.
Yeah, I'm going to stick around to see that.
Yeah.
Patterson leads the Rebels with 32 1/3 innings pitched on the year.
One fouled off by no. Count remains 0-2. 1-2.
Yeah, need base runners.
Any way you can.
And Patterson doing a great job of throwing strikes. Takes one right in the shoulder blades.
Well, Gary got the base runner.
That always feels good on senior night.
Oh, yeah.
Don't rub it. That's what they always say.
Never
don't rub it. I tell you, I wouldn't rub it, but I might have tears in my eyes.
Good thing is that one was in a place that's kind of tough to rub anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, just arch that back a little bit.
No doubt about that. I would have been like I was shot. Without a doubt.
I think we're going to have a pitch and change here, Scott.
All right.
So I'm out here.
Bull County's got someone running out.
Who they bringing to the mound
here? Pitching coach Sam Tiller.
Okay, I was going to say, that's not Adam.
Here. No, Coach Tiller here. I coached him a little bit myself. Know his family really well. And he's the pitching coach for the Rebels. Going out doing what he used to hate have done to him, but he pitched.
Go get
Nobody
the ball.
wants to have the ball taken from him. I know when I pitched my senior year, at least when I got taken out, I preferred it to be, between innings, already in the dugout, get a different glove. You always hated when they had to come. Now when it's the bottom of the 7th and you've only allowed 2 hits, no runs, it's probably a little more lighthearted exchange, but you never like to have the
he's going to make the pitch and change.
Have the ball taken from you. Let's see who's coming out here. Number 4 for the Rebels.
Number 4, that's going to be Andrew Holder.
So, Jeff, what do you think? We've had some fun here tonight, haven't we?
We have had some fun tonight. How about Kyla over there?
Oh, my goodness.
He's done a great job.
I got to take my headphones off because I'm hearing about myself about 1 second behind. And it makes you want to stop. He's done a fine job tonight. You boys, contract time. It's a good thing he's busy. Good things he's got everything going on. He's done a fine job tonight, and it's been a great night, great facilities. You can't just, from a broadcasting standpoint, it's great to be up here. I think we can give a really good show of what's going on up here from a production standpoint. Just want to remind folks, too, we are not going to be doing the second game, but our friends over at Hometown Live and Joe and Rick are folks tune over there and follow along this. What's going to be a long evening, as you guys say.
It's going to be a long night. Yeah, it's going to be a long night.
Great night for baseball, though. If
Great
you're gonna
night
do
for
it, tonight's
baseball.
the night
This
to do
has
it.
been fantastic.
And we've got a special bowling cafe tomorrow.
We do.
Special Bowling Cafe tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about it.
Bowling Cafe will be in the morning, actually, as we're having an event here at the Gary County Athletic Complex where we're invited a lot of the businesses to come, and we're going to tour the new facilities. They're going to get a chance to go through, have some food up in the press box, and then we're going to give them the opportunity to learn about all of the advertising opportunities that Gary County can provide in lots of different areas in lots of different ways. So there's all kinds of opportunities ranging from a particular game to a particular play all the way to being on our new video boards throughout the district where we have them at all the elementary school, middle school, and high
And
school.
I will say, Scott, being a media guy, you cannot help but look at those signs and see what's going on there. They are beautiful.
I agree.
They are such a great addition. I just love them to death. And, I mean, again, some great opportunities tomorrow, and we'll be excited about sharing with it and be there. Probably going to live around 10 o'clock, we decided, somewhere around then.
That sounds good.
We'll give you guys an update on what time.
Danville Office Equipment attending that event?
Let's
I
go.
hope so.
The DOE's invited.
I don't know what
Let's
Bowling
go.
Cafe is, but I'm assuming there's some type of food you said
Oh,
in the
yeah.
press box.
First
Wonder-
I can imagine.
Scott cooks
Scott
cooks
Bottoms
it
and Derek
himself.
Lynch will be there.
Well,
if there's
so here's the
refreshments.
deal. We tell Derek's ate at the Bowling Cafe a couple of times.
Personally.
And, we've extended invitations to Scott, but Derek somehow always forgets to tell Scott.
And for some reason, I don't know why, every time Derek eats at the Bowling Cafe, he takes a picture and sends it to Scott. I was like, why are you sending that to your boss?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Advertisement conversation.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where
I know. Crazy.
So Holder's come in here and quickly run behind 3-0.
Holder, a freshman, appeared in 10 games, started 2, 4.55 ERA.
Hey, big opportunity here for Gary
Four-pitch
County.
walk. Runners on first and second. And the deadly Logan Quinn up to bat. A ball in the gap, ball over the fence. Something here would be huge and put a little more pressure
goodness.
back on the Rebels.
Yes, it would.
Logan's due. He's hit the ball hard twice tonight. Seems like, when you bring a new pitcher in, it just that momentum, that even if the pitcher is struggling a little bit, the first pitcher, the starting pitcher, you at least got that momentum, right? You feel comfortable. But I've always think being a relief pitcher in any level of sport in baseball is very difficult.
Well, and you have to bring your own momentum. Like you said, you're not coming into the game. Holder wasn't in the lineup. In high school, sometimes you do have kids come from the field. But this guy's coming straight into the game as a freshman. And it's like you said, you feel that pressure. You're coming into a district game here, trying to close it out, and really wanting to, there you go, find the zone there. 1-1. Get that first strike over and settle back in. Quinn was clearly taking there, because if not, I know he'd have swung really hard at that pitch. Breaking ball in on the
that's
hands.
Good. Yeah, really good pitch
Nice
right
pitch
there.
Yeah, Quinn's looks like I'm wishing I'd have swung at that first one.
The 1-2 here by Holder.
Oh, shot.
Get down.
Flared
get
into
down.
right center. That
That's
ball
a run.
get down.
That's
We're
a
going to
run.
score one from second. The runner on first headed to third. Quinn will stop at first. And the Golden Lions are on the board here in the bottom of the seventh. 5-1 Rebels.
Really good piece of hitting there by Logan Quinn. Just kind of, taking the ball where it was pitched, dropping it right there in the right center field, and picking up a big-time run for Gary County.
No doubt. And as we talked about, those last two pitches have been in on his hands. Been really easy to be looking in, pull off the baseball. He got that front foot down, stayed with it, hit the ball into right field, didn't try to do too much.
And I'm telling you, Garrett is one base hit away from having the tying run coming to the plate.
It's a big situation here. Coach Ellis coming to talk to Tony Gray. My assumption, let's take a guess here. And I
Say he's running.
My guess is the fleet-footed Logan Quinn is going to get a runner.
Oh, there you go. There you
take
go.
a stab
at
what Coach Ellis might be doing here.
Colin, no.
I can say this because I myself had a runner or two for me in my time.
Scott, did you ever have a courtesy runner?
I was deceptively slow. I was slower than I looked. However, I will tell you, it helped me because I was really good at stealing bases on the delay steal.
Oh.
Because if you got to time it, and the second base or shortstop's like, that joker is not running at all. So I'd have to time it just right.
Oh, that could be
Curveball
trouble.
in,
Could be,
ground ball
bounce
could
one
be
more
trouble.
time.
Third baseman's charging, makes a throw on the run.
Nice play.
Nice play there for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, he did a great job charging that ball, because if it would have hit one more time, Stacy would have been on base.
And that's what we've talked about here, the new turf facility. as much as we all love it for the lack of maintenance, the look, that's a type of ball that on a grass or dirt infield might get ate up and slowed down a little bit more.
I agree.
You get a great hop on that turf. Third baseman does exactly what he's supposed to, charges it, makes a great throw on the run for the second out. But the Golden Lions did get their second run across. 5-2, bottom of the seventh.
Casey McCray chimes in. It's Kyle Bottoms, jack of all trades.
Oh, let's go.
Just like Coach McCray.
Hey, I mean, how do you think sleep is going in the McCray household?
Man. I'll just say this.
I pity that dude.
It's a conversation had every now and then at the Bottoms house about, do we really want to do all that again? I can tell you.
I'll tell you, here's what you need to do is you need to wait 9 years between the two like I did. It gets a lot easier.
I mean, I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to let Scott say it. I mean, his daughter and my granddaughter might be the same age.
Isn't that wild?
Man.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, my best buddy's granddaughter is the
stick
same
to
age
eating
as mine.
pineapple on pizza.
Maybe that's what I should have done. McCray says he's thriving at the household.
I love it.
He's a liar.
You're talking about a beautiful family, man. Hey, let me tell you something. Gary County is coming to the plate with the chance to tie the game right here if you get a home run.
Base on balls there. Put the tying run at the plate.
Let's go.
Hey, it's Moberly. It's Moberly coming to the plate tonight as he is 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice and a walk, and he flew out to center field with a hard hit ball in the fourth inning.
Yeah, a base hit here would make this game really interesting.
One in Crab Orchard Street would make it even more interesting.
Oh, my goodness.
Breaking
Let's go.
ball right down the middle for the first strike.
That's a nice pitch. Nice pitch, yeah.
Fastball just outside. 1-1.
You know, looking at the fans, there's already a lot of yawns going on out there. You're not even halfway there.
Yeah, could be interesting.
Man, that's a nice pitch right there.
Another breaking ball falls in. 1-2 to Moberly.
All right. Moberly's got, kind of shorten that swing like you were talking about earlier, Kyle. Protect
so we talked
the plate.
about the nachos down there.
You
also Red Bulls coffee as well? Yeah. Might sell well on a weeknight doubleheader. Ground ball chopped up the middle. Could be trouble again. Jarnigan charges, makes a throw to first.
Oh,
got the bounce.
Throws him out. Wow. Nice play.
Great throw. Again, another one of those turf balls we talk about. Perfect hop to Kenny at first for the third and final out of the game.
You know, heck of a ball game tonight. You know, obviously they're getting ready to play another one, but in Gary County falls 5-2 on the night, and also falls 1-4 in the district. But it was one of those games you didn't feel like it was out of reach at any point in time. Gary County was the unfortunate side of things, or a couple of plays, a few inches on one. Bull County scores 3 runs there in the third inning. But it's one of those deals you felt like both pitchers pitched a heck of a game.
Yeah, I agree.
Patterson, Folger, both pitched a heck of a game, kept their respective teams in the ball game, and unfortunately for Gary County, Bull County wins 5-2. But that was a heck of a game to watch.
If you're Coach Ellis, I mean, I think what this game just showed us is there's not a lot of separation between these two teams.
Right.
I mean, Bull County did a great job capitalizing on their opportunities here tonight, but 2 of their biggest hits were, inches away from a Garrett defender making a nice play. So, hey, good game, good sportsmanship by both these teams, and these teams are going to get dugout, rest for a minute, and get right back on the field.
So such a unique situation. I'm not sure I ever played a weekday doubleheader.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. How do you it's not uncommon to play doubleheaders on Saturdays or whatever it may be to that standpoint, and it's not particularly uncommon to play a doubleheader here and there, but to have a district doubleheader in the middle of the week, very unique.
No doubt. And, like you said, with Coach Ellis looking to bounce back right here, you're wanting to win one, stay out of the 4 slot of the district.
Right.
But that's a game, like you said, you fought back at the end.
You did.
They scratch across too late.
That's right.
We talked about the 5 they allowed. It wasn't like they got, a pitcher got shelled, knocked out of the game. I mean, the starter went into the 6th. So definitely have something they can build off on, try to get back here and win one here in the 2nd.
Hey, this was a lot of fun, guys.
A lot of fun. We got to name our player of the game, our Lee's Famous Recipe player of the game here. Coach, what's our thoughts here for you guys? for me personally, I thought Folger pitched a heck of a game.
I agree.
And Logan Anderson behind the plate defensively did a really nice game. Had a really nice game. But I think we go ahead and give it to Folger as he kept the Golden Lions in it throughout the night and pitched a really
nice
good game.
I agree with that.
No doubt
it's a
about
great
it.
call.
And we talked about he got in some trouble and worked out of it every time. 1 or 2 innings there, but did a great job getting into the 6th and keeping some innings alive for the rest of the staff in this second game.
Well, man, we've really appreciated it, bud.
Man,
you've
killed it, buddy.
Did an
Good
outstanding job.
Can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it.
Great job.
We will definitely do this again when we get the chance, and so you'll have to come up and hang out with us. And
love to.
We'll put you on a softball and a baseball game next year.
Let's go.
Love to.
We'll just check it out.
We'll get a guest appearance by Nash.
Oh, hey, we're in. We're in.
He's been on it before.
This is Kyle Bottoms from DOE stepping in with us. Not only DOE, but lots of many hats that Kyle wears, and we sure appreciate him sitting in tonight and taking his swing at calling a baseball game. It's been a whole lot of fun. For Jeff Jacobs, Caleb Gresham, Kyle Bottoms, and Sky Boland, Gary County loses tonight 5-2 in the first game of the doubleheader. But until next time, God bless America, and let's go Gary County.